Hey, what's going on, guys? Good morning. Welcome to episode number 16 of MLB 22 The Cell. I am your awesome, popular creator, your host, Zach Dawson. If you guys want to catch more MLB 22 every Saturdays and Sundays, well, with plenty of extras for our awesome monetized community and of 370 mods and our followers. You guys can hit that like button, support button, and comment. As always, guys, love, support, and respect is always the key for positive and loyal and now power. We meet new community members, new friends one by one. And anytime we manage to meet new community members, new friends, guys, 1v1, if you're on live streaming on YouTube, today's today's date for on a Sunday morning today, guys, our awesome community is October 16th, 2022. But anytime we manage to meet new friends, new community members, guys, have one awesome community. All we gotta do is share, tweet, and follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much extra. Also, guys, never give up, never surrender, and never say never as one awesome, popular creator. And that's me, guys, Zach Dawson. Roxanne Morality, how you doing? Make a love shout out. Thank you so much. I'm a little bit tired to kick off so far today, guys, for our awesome community. Pretty much slept in for a while, but I pretty much had a good night with my future fiance and I. But can't complain after having just her and I instead of we would have expected our first best man to join us, but he pretty much had something going on. Pretty much something else to reference. Pretty much at his apartment. So, guys, have an account on Twitter today for Sunday morning for baseball. To be honest, you guys can send me out, tweet, and follow me, guys. Send, tweet, and follow me on Twitter. Zach Dawson, that's me. 824-656-00. I've been on Twitter, guys, for over 4 years active. Over 6 years active on YouTube. And my love and I, 1,939. Don't worry about the other thing in the background, guys. Don't worry about that. I'm just gonna avoid that set, to be honest. But how you been today, Roxanne? It's good to see you. And of 370 mods and our followers. Lots of anything else to strategize and also have some good things to begin. The best way to get something done, guys, is to begin. What all you guys gotta do? It's been 1939 between my love and I. Good morning, Killer Zay. What's up, brother? How you doing? Make a love shout out as always. You guys can let me know your name, your numbers, and how long you've been active on Twitter, and so much more.
Pretty good.
What we gotta do, guys, is keep your heads up, stay focused, and always stay motivated. And that would be me, guys, on Twitter. If you guys have an account on Instagram, any sports, music, RPGs, action adventure, shooting. With the new PGA, Tour 2K23 having a hold on, see, there we go. If you're looking to do any transactions, guys, on any processes, you're welcome to do it of one of two different ways. One, welcome to use your own credit card or go after SIM cards from Walmart, GameStop, Best Buy, Amazon, online Walmart, or anything. Maybe like GameStop altogether. Welcome to do any processes anytime you want. If you like doing RPGs, on our systems, there we go. What is the score for the? No, I can't spell right. There we go. For the game in hand. There we go. Going to give you guys a nice YouTube poll to begin. I mean, I always give you guys some nice YouTube polls, so everything's good to go and under control. My name on Steam, guys, is Zach Dawson 93. If you guys like playing special RPGs like Final Fantasy, Assassin's Creed, or what do you call it? Pretty much Dragon Quest, Diablo, Dragon Age, any other RPGs that can help you guys out. Having nice gameplay, graphics, background music, plenty of grinding, finding items. And the best thing about that is having some good fun. Whatever RPG you're playing. You would take on boss battles, mini bosses, finding items, doing plenty of grinding, pretty much doing crafting. Like the game I do, guys, every Thursday and Fridays. Trying to pep up Arena for the last season, and that would be God's Tales of Arise, for example. That game's been doing pretty good. It's at 64 episodes. You guys gonna have new episodes this coming Thursday and Fridays. Have that authorized. If you like playing co-op games like Call of Duty, Lego games, Assassin's Creed. I will be going after Assassin's Creed Mirage by next year for the PS5 and Final Fantasy 16. Pretty much for the summer. Summer, to be honest. If you like playing Madden, baseball, soccer, that equals with FIFA or anything else. Steam has plenty of that too. What you gotta do, guys, is see what games you like to play the most. As long as you use your own credit card or go after a couple cards that are called Steam. I would have you guys start with the first few. See what you guys think, what I think, for our awesome community, and anything else to get prepared. If you guys have an account on Instagram, check out Kevin, Friday through Mondays. If you guys want likes, support, comments, views, popularity, watch hours to help you guys get monetized. Kevin and I have each other on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, but no Snapchat or TikTok. Also, Kevin is also an awesome guy. He's loving, caring, and supportive, very trustworthy, and he's very gifted too. He comes in every couple of days, guys, every 1 day a week or every 2 days a week, towards our live chats, see how we're doing, see how I'm doing. I love this guy, he's good, and he's pretty good on mic. So, with that in mind, guys, you guys can check out Kevin, over 5 years on YouTube over here, and almost 3 years doing Tuba Chat. That's so many together. By meeting new community members, new friends, 1v1. So guys, Kevin, Friday through Mondays, Running Egg almost 24/7, and Sorty, Mondays through Saturdays. There we go, guys. But as always, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay positive and loyal, and knowledge is power. And that's how we exactly meet new community members, new friends, 1v1. Take it one step at a time, don't rush it, but take it normal as much as you can. By keeping your head up, stay focused, and always stay motivated. Always stay positive and loyal instead of negative. I do welcome Super Chats, guys, if we want to drop any. Hit that donate button. For any super things, any super stickers, or any super chats. You guys can donate as much as you want. Not too hard to find, guys, for our awesome community. You guys can donate super stickers, chats, or thanks. It all depends. Whatever goes good for you. Well, guys, the most awesome important thing. Remember, guys, Zach Dawson is an awesome popular name. From 1912 to this year. I have 110 years currently in the making. Alright guys, the most important thing is we watch videos in full. You guys like, support, comment, share, tweet, and follow me guys on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. Zach Dawson. Your awesome popular creator of all time. That's me. And you guys can vote Alan at 38 and the Great Solomon at 14. Also, guys, my highest stats and currently over 6 years for me on YouTube, currently, over 4 years on Twitter, is 808 likes, 1478 on views, and mods 370. Also, guys, every 19 to 20 minutes, a handful of ICN news. One of one awesome community, and me, guys, Zach Dawson, your awesome popular creator from 1912, to, as always, this year, 2022. As guys will see, today is the finale of the 3-game series. As the Mets won the first one, and the Diamondbacks won the second one. So going into our baseball replay every Saturdays and Sundays, the Mets come into a record of 8-6. We're gonna continue our way to continue to catch up with the Atlanta Braves this morning. The Arizona Diamondbacks, guys, have a record of 6-8. And today, guys, it is David Peterson on the mound for the Mets and Corbin Martin for the D-backs. After the Mets is done with the D-backs in this finale at their stadium, the Mets will be hosting the Giants next weekend in the opening day, pretty much of Game 1. So the Mets looking to really get back on track today. Mets lost the second one, guys, possibly 2-1. Maybe like a little more than that. Actually, it might have been 3-1 or something. Alright, guys. The starting pitcher today for the New York Mets, the finale at Citi Field, will be David Peterson. David Peterson, guys, has, on the replay today, he's looking to get himself a good start. Just like Max Scherzer, he'll probably start, Game 1 hosting the San Francisco Giants, as the Mets will be staying at home, to be honest. So I think there's a bit of a good chance of finalized opportunity. But on the replay today, guys, David Peterson is 1-0 with a nice pretty good 71 run average in between. And here's his starting lineup, guys, for the 8-6 New York Mets on our baseball replay for the week, every weekend. Alright, guys, excuse me. Leading off first will be center fielder Starry Marte. Luis Guillorme's at DH, guys, batting second. The red-hot Pete Alonso, first baseman, has 5 homers and 51 driven in, guys. He's at first base. Sandy Davis is the cold batter at third. Dan McNeil at second. Mark Conhart at left. Francisco Lindor at short. Brandon Nimmo at right field. And batting ninth, guys, is James McCann. I had a good night's sleep, guys. My taste buds are pretty much they're pretty much a little more dry today, but I can't complain otherwise, or pretty much rejuvenate anything better.
Happy to have you with us. Today, the finale
and
of
a
this
good night's sleep.
It's the Arizona Diamondbacks.
Love and I had a good opportunity to. I mean, to be honest, we had a good business dinner between her and I. Her and I are still getting married in the future. But we still have to save plenty of cash to get through it. And also anything else to do around here for our future. That's why it's been 1939 today, guys. On a Sunday weekend. So we'll have more in store once we get there. Well, guys, speaking of getting there, finale at Citi Field today, Sunday morning out for baseball. Starting pitcher for the Mets, guys, will be number 23, David Peterson. Taking a third start on the replay today. He is 1-0 with a 71 run average. So I've given up 8 hits, 1 walk, and 11 strikeouts. And also, guys, leading off first in the finale at Citi Field will be Zach Rojas for the D-backs. He'll be facing David Peterson. That's the first pitch and target. And that's going to be a ball and no strike. So yeah, guys, the Mets looking to redeem themselves today. They come into a record of 8-6. Pretty much, to be honest. After losing 3-1, to be honest. And that's going to be a strike to begin, guys. Look at that. After giving up a ball the first time, gives up a strike in hand.
Here's a 1-1.
So as soon as I get baseball is every Saturdays and Sundays, guys, over 2 hours. So the plan going forward after this morning, next stream will probably be tomorrow. I could do a double chat today and do another episode of Pasta Skull from yesterday, and get probably maybe a rematch with Wall again. So guys, on the 2-2, Peterson sets the target, and that's 3-2, guys, on a full count. You guys do not want to start a full count, to be honest. The best way to do it is not give up a lot of balls or anything. And he doesn't give up that, guys. There's a ground ball to second. McNeil is there, throws the first to Alonso. Gets credit for the play, and that's out number 1.
Time to take a look at the Diamondbacks lineup.
But I really can't complain otherwise, guys, for anything else to begin.
Yeah,
As far as Tuesday goes, no live stream
way
Tuesday.
Olive
and I will be back at bowling, to be honest, but last Tuesday, guys, I pretty much beat two of my opponents.
So whether it's a stolen
It was
base
just
or not,
me
you
and two
stand in the
others.
double play, get that runner in a scoring
So
position,
to be honest,
and
it was
that
a
can help you put
pretty
more
good
runs
game.
on the board.
But I think I told you guys my scores. Second game was a 148. First game 149. I was just obliterating those pins with my Terry vibe, to be honest. I was all gonna get it right back, and I did not. So apparently I had to use my exercise to get my butt out of there. So I mean, it was nice. It was nice and cool last week. Pretty much down at bowling, and then I just decided to take my time, use plenty of my energy between my walking exercise. It wasn't too bad. But I'm hoping I can get a nice pickup this time. Hopefully this time on Tuesday. See how things work out. But yeah, guys, 149 and 148. That's amazing. Well, guys, that's going to be a fly ball to right field. Brennan Nemo is there, makes the catch. Makes a fine catch. The inning is over. So nothing doing so far, guys, to be honest. We go to bottom of the first inning, no scoring. And here come the Mets, guys. This is the finale at Citi Field. We'll get a nice graphic in the background today. It feels good. Nice.
Yeah, he battled through 7 innings last time.
Alright, guys. Starting pitcher for the D-backs today. There he is, number 25, Corbin Martin. Third start of the replay. 1-1 with a 5.56 on average.
We go to the bottom of the first.
And leading off first, guys, for the hometown Mets. We're going to get back on track. Try and catch up with the Atlanta Braves in first place. Star Marte. And on the replay, guys, Marte so far, he's batting 167, as you guys can see. 2 homers and 4 runs driven in. We'll be facing Martin. And Martin gives up 2 balls already. As long as no one's having a total whiff or anything about nerves. There's up 2 balls for a minute. And that's going to be a strike this time. There you go. So everything is under control. They have somebody get a nice, good hit. Alright, guys, and that's going to be our best way to do it. That's going to be a leadoff single to center past second base. So how about that, guys?
They call that an advantage count for a reason.
The Mets get a first base runner after giving up 2 and 1, to be honest. Lyndon, Regina, thank you guys so much. Make a little shout out. Lance Tristan, Ben, Delcy Channel, thank you guys so much. And that's going to be a base hit right field, guys. Mid center field. That was Louis Galorme, guys. Look at that. So, the first 2 players are off to a good start. Look at that. That was off to mid-right center field. Now here come, alright guys, first and second, nobody out. Here comes the Red Hawk batter. That's batting, guys. 5 homers and 50 runs driven in. And that would be, guys, there he is. To be honest, first baseman, Pete Alonso. On the replay, first and second, nobody out. He's batting 280, 515. He'll be facing Corbin Martin. That's going to be foul on a 4-seamer. Yeah, there we go. Stands on the 0-2. One sets target. Here's the pitch to Alonso. That's going to be 1 and 2, guys. Guardians are up 1-0. Hosting the Giants. We're going to rough it up a little bit. That's going to be 2-2 now. RMV, make a little shout out. Thank you so much, sir. You guys can drop super chats anytime you want. I always have monetization on every time. And that's going to be a swing and a miss. That's going to be the first out of the beginning. Corbin Martin gets his first strikeout. Even though Pete Alonso was looking for a nice hit, maybe we can get a couple runs on the board or something. But that is the first out of the inning, so everything's comfortable and not crazy. But that guys was what do you call it? Curveball. Well, I guess batting fourth today will be J.D. Davis. That's gonna be on the circle change on a strike. J.D. Davis is having an average replay right now. He's facing Coleman Martin
Runners
today.
at first and second.
But so far, guys, J.D. Davis batting .218,
And he's down
2 homers and
0-2
4
as he
runs driven
swings
in.
through it.
First and second, guys,
He needs to
with 1
elevate
out.
here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
Gonna get to IC News in a minute.
Next
That's gonna
pitch
be
is
1 and 2
outside.
now.
Well, that's kind
Wow.
of what you expect in an 0-2
That's
count.
1 and 2
Excellent
impressive.
job of the hitter to have the plate disciplined and lay off of that pitch.
It's like having the best time of your life or
In the
something.
dirt, but kept close.
It really is.
No advance. Good
Alright, guys, we
job
got some
behind
IZ
the
News to
dish.
talk about today. We also have an IZN
Righty
game
delivers.
review, which I gave you guys as a YouTube
And
poll.
down on
And that's
strikes.
another
And
strikeout,
there's
guys.
2 away.
Another strike.
I think he might have gotten away with
And it's
one
only
right
2
there.
outs,
That
guys,
was a
for the
very
Mets.
hittable
After
pitch.
giving up the
Right
first
over
2
the
base
heart of the
runners.
blade, and I know that
To be
batter's
honest, and
kicking himself right now with
not
that
being way
pitch
off
again.
target, to be honest.
Just pulled the string on it, and the deception gets him the K.
I mean, that's usually not something
And now here's
by
Jeff
hand or by
McNeil.
example.
Singy, he's got a history
Usually,
of coming through
usually the
into
first
big
team that
spots.
gets
I
the
know
first 2
I
base
like to
runners
talk about, I'm not sure
with
whether
back-to-back
clutch
singles
actually
gets
exists,
a couple
but you
runs
look at the
going.
numbers, and this guy
But
always seems to deliver.
let's see what Jeff
in
McNeil
those
can do.
spots.
See how things work out. And he'll be facing, guys, Cohen Martin. That's going to be a ground ball to third.
They take
Both
the
the
force
second in
out,
time.
and that ends
And the
inning.
side is retired. Can't complain
2
otherwise.
left for the Mets. Scoreless
So how
after
about that,
1.
guys? The Mets get 2 hits to begin. We got the top of the second inning, guys. Finale at Citi Field, no score.
And welcome back. And now it's Christian
And
Walker.
the top of the second, guys. Leading off for the D-backs will be Christian Walker. And on the replay, guys, for
Peterson
Walker,
back to work.
167, 2 homers, and 8 runs driven
That
in.
misses the zone. 1-0.
Alright, guys, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay positive and loyal, and now it's Cowan. When we meet new committee members, guys, new friends, one by one.
Good eye right there.
Jack Dawson, guys, that's me. The most awesome popular name, it's the most awesome popular name of all time, from 1912 to always 2022.
Next offering upstairs.
Anytime we manage to meet new committee members, new friends, guys. Over 6 years for me on YouTube and over 4 years on Twitter. All we need to do, guys, and all we have to do, is share, tweet, and follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. And
And
so
down the
many to
lefty.
begin. Well, guys, Peterson's given up 3 walks.
That
I
one
mean,
catches
3
the corner for a
balls,
strike.
excuse me. And he finally gets a strike on the board. Much needed that for him if you're
Big
looking to
lefty
get somebody
turns,
going.
kicks, steals.
Instead of walking
3-1,
somebody.
and he couldn't come
And
up
he
with it.
walks Walker, guys.
I don't think
So Walker's on with a Walker's on, guys, with a
And
leadoff
now the
walk to
batter
himself.
is Carson Kelly.
Next batter, guys, is Carson Kelly. We'll be facing David Peterson. And that's going to
That
be
first offering is
foul to right. And on the replay, guys, Carson Kelly's batting .462 on the replay today. The baseball every weekend. He also has 1 homer and 8 runs driven in.
And the pitch.
Peterson sets the target.
And a foul
That will be a foul ball.
With
The
2
home
strikes. May see some movement over there at first
We guys
base,
have an
trying to
account
stay
today
out of a
on
double
Twitter.
play
You
here.
guys can share me out,
The
tweet, and
0-2.
follow, guys. Share, tweet, and follow.
That chance handled.
On Twitter,
Lindor, that's gone. Over to Alonso.
and that's a nice double play, guys. That was a ground ball back to the mound. So it's the second, throws the first in hand. And that's a double play, guys. 6-4 to 3. And that's 2 outs of the inning.
And
That's the
stepping
best
in,
way to do it
the
right
rookie
there.
left
If you
fielder,
have a pretty
Seth
good
Beer.
defense.
This lineup's going to have to find
If we look
a way
at a
to
nice,
make him work a little
if we
harder out
ground,
there
if we
on the mound.
ground,
I
if
mean,
we
he
get a
is
ground
just
ball, guys,
mowing
to the
him
mound
down.
or the
He's
second
settling
base,
in. You gotta make
or the
him
third base,
uncomfortable. Maybe step out of the box, call
I would
timeout,
say
do whatever it
your
takes.
chances are pretty much better than decent against throwing the second and throwing the first for a double play. It's pretty much 2 for the price of 1. So that's a good way to handle.
Comes up
And that's going to be
empty.
strike
That's
number 2,
strike
guys.
2.
Seth Beer on the
Big
replay.
changeup right there.
Batting
Just pulled the
255
string.
with 5 runs driven in. He is facing David Peterson.
The wind and the pitch.
Well, my name on Twitter, guys, is Zach Dawson,
And a swing and a
824-650. And that's a strikeout.
We'll go
Good
to the bottom of
strikeout,
the
left the
second.
pitch,
No score.
and the inning is over. Alright, guys, we go to bottom of the second. Mets only have the first 2 hits so far. And it's the finale at Citi Field, and no score.
Back here at the ballpark. Here's Marcano.
Alright, guys, finale at Citi Field. We go to bottom of the second. Leading off for the Mets will be Mark Conha. And on the replay, guys, he's batting .227 for the weekends.
Yeah, the right-hander
It's 1 homer
back
and
to
4
work.
runs driven in.
Ball 1, no strikes.
He will be facing what do you call it? Corbin Martin. And that's going to be a fire ball to center field. Gets a nice look on it, gets the glove up, makes the catch in time, and that's the first out of the inning.
Batting 7.
I've been on Twitter, guys, for over 4 years. I was going to lose track for a minute, but I don't. Pretty much not really. I've been on Twitter, guys, for over 4 years active, over 6 years on YouTube, and my love and I. Getting married pretty soon, but first off, having physical engagement. Since we have a family-to-family meeting, pretty much a meet and greet gathering. That's going to be pretty soon. And it's been 1,939 days for her and I. She pretty much has to go through one more day of work today. And she's going to go grocery shopping after that. So she's hoping we can have a couple hours after she gets back tonight. And that's before I go back to work tomorrow morning, guys. What's tomorrow's Monday. So it all depends. It all depends, guys. If she's really tired. It all depends how I'm tired too, depending on health-wise. That's gonna be 2-2, guys. On the replay for Cisco Lindor, batting .213 right now. To be honest. Well, we'll see what happens. What all you guys gotta do is tell me your name, and that's gonna be a base hit to left field. Lindor's gonna get something going, guys. And that's going to be a double to left field. The Mets finally got what they're looking for. That is double number 3, guys, of the season for Francisco Lindor. It's a double to left field. It's a nice strategy. And finally has it in place. That's a good way to hit something right off the bat. We got Brandon Nimmo, guys. He's also batting .213 on the replay. He is facing Corbin Martin, guys. But on the second with 1 out. But all you guys got to do is tell me your name, your numbers, and how long you've strongly been active on Twitter. And that's all we got to do, guys. Is share, tweet, and follow. Follow, tweet, and share. Never give up, never surrender, and also, guys, never say never. Stay motivated, keep your head up, and stay focused at all times. For our awesome community.
Here comes the pitch.
You guys have an account on Steam. You guys play any games you want. If you love playing RPGs like Final Fantasy, like I do, Assassin's Creed, and that's going to be a line shot to center field. And that's a base hit to center field, guys. Runner on second will hold. And that's a single to center. So the Mets have the 2 base runners like they did in the first inning. That's why we're going to finally get something on board. See how things work out and maybe strategize a little bit. Alright, guys, here comes the last batter. Doing the catching today is James McCann. And that's going to be a foul at home plate. And on the replay, guys, the catcher is James McCann, number 33 on the replay. He's batting .231, 2 homers and 5 runs driven in. He is facing Corbin Martin. First and second with 1 out. Here's the pitch for Martin. And that's going to be 2 strikes and no ball.
And it's 0-2.
Feels like McCann wanted something back. Even though the ball cannot be a man's best friend. As long as you have a nice hit. You have a nice outing.
And it's 1-2.
You're welcome to use your own credit card, guys, on Steam. Just start with the first 2 purchases. If you love RPGs, love playing sports like Madden, baseball, soccer, tennis, bowling, PBA Bowling 23 is going to be coming out soon. I still have a copy on my phone. Actually on my PC. Throw to second, throw to first in time, guys. Why not a double play? And the side is retired, guys. After giving up another 2 hits by the Mets. Mets have 4 hits so far. But alright, guys, after 2 innings completed and it's no score, we got the top of the third. Finale at Citi Field.
Now batting Jordan Luplow.
Alright, guys, leading off for the D-backs in the top of the third with John Luplow. And today, guys, for baseball every weekend, on the replay, Luplow is batting .308 today, with 3 homers and 7 runs driven in. He is facing David Peterson. Well, my name on Steam, guys, is Zach Dawson 93, and so much more. If you love
Now
doing,
it's even
if you enjoy
Backdoor
playing
breaking
co-op
ball
games, like
just
Lego
missed
games like
right there,
Pirates of the
and
Caribbean,
boy, umpire
Indiana
didn't give him the
Jones, which
call.
my
I bet
opponent would
you if
kill
he
me
throws it
for that
again,
later.
hitter knows he's going to have to swing it.
Lord of the
Next
Rings,
offering is in
Star
for a
Wars,
strike.
Jurassic Park, anything you want. That's pretty much more to have. Well, guys, 1-2. Peterson sets the
And a
target.
swing
Struck
and a
him out,
miss.
guys. Look at
And
that.
one out now.
Nice
Well,
looking
that's always the
strikeout
key
pitch.
to effective
Second
pitching
strikeout
is
for
getting
David
ahead in the
Peterson
count.
today.
And as a pitcher,
And that
it really
was
allows you to
a
start expanding
that was
the
a K,
zone.
guys, and that's
become
out number one.
defensive,
That's a
and all of sudden,
strikeout.
for the hitter, that plate starts to get really wide.
You always want to hit
Happens is
something you
because
really
of the
want to
pressure,
hit inside the
you
strike
end up committing
zone,
to a pitch as a
but not too much on
batter
outside
before
the
you
zone.
recognize what it is,
To
and
be
that's
honest,
what leads to the strikeout.
you guys have an account on
Thomas now.
Instagram.
First
Kevin, guys,
offering
Friday through
misses the mark.
Mondays. If you guys want likes, if you guys want likes, support, views, comments, anything else you guys can get prepared for. Kevin's been around for us for over 5 years. Almost 3 years on doing Tubitat. He's an awesome guy. Love this guy. He's loving, caring, and supportive. For our 370 months together.
Kicks
He never
deals.
quits, guys. He's always on top of things. Every Friday,
swing
Saturdays,
and a miss.
Sundays, and Mondays.
Started in
So he
and
comes in
ended
every
up
couple
on
of
the
days.
outside edge, just changing
Anytime he
planes are
gets
very
an opportunity.
difficult, especially for a left-handed hitter
Him and I
to
have each
track.
other pretty much 95% of the time.
And
that's
chases
another
that one.
strikeout, guys. Peterson
2 down.
strikes out Thomas.
Back-to-back
And Thomas is
strikeouts
not
to
too
start the
happy.
frame, and that's now 3 in a
And that
row.
one, guys, is out number
he's really
2.
settling
David
in
Peterson's
and
giving up,
getting a feel for his
has
pitches,
been giving up
throwing
3
where he wants to
strikeouts.
right now. So we'll see how
That's
long
what
he
you
can
want to
keep this
have,
streak
guys,
going.
if you're playing defense and having a starting pitcher do most of the work.
2 outs, base is empty.
But
Now
it's
up
like, if
next
you
for
cannot get
Arizona,
the
Jake
control
Hager.
of your bat, you can't get there too quick. Next batter, guys, is
Pitch
Jake
misses
Hager.
inside, and it's 1-0.
And on the replay, guys, for baseball every weekend, MLB 22. He's batting .250, guys, with 2 RBIs. He's facing David Peterson. Starts with 1 ball. Peterson sets the target.
Next
And
pitch is
bad news
popped up.
once again, guys.
Alonso
That would be
settles
that's gonna be a
underneath
pop up to first base.
and puts the squeeze
Lonzo
on
is
that
there,
one.
makes the catch,
And that'll
and the
do
side
it.
is retired.
Nothing doing for Arizona. Still
But yeah,
no
guys,
score.
Kevin and I do not have each other on Snapchat or TikTok, rather. So you guys can check out Kevin Friday through Mondays, over 5 years on YouTube, over 2 years.
Back here at Citi Field,
Tubitat.
Starling Marte up to hit.
And running it, guys, almost 24/7. And also, Sony's Adventures, Monday through Saturdays. That's one awesome community.
And a pitch.
As normal, love, support, and respect
Good
is
eye
the
right
key.
there.
Stay positive and loyal, guys. And that's his power. Never give up, never surrender, never say
And the
never.
1-0.
Starts with 1 ball, guys. That would be a
That one
foul to
fouled
right.
off.
And Sal Marte leads off for the Mets. He is 1 for 1 so far. Starts with 1-1 on the count. Sets the target.
Strike 2.
That's gonna be 2 strikes
Tie
at
guy
this
up
point.
like that, you're feeling
Talking
like
about
you
Tay
are
wanted
in
to have
command.
something to strike back on. And we have something to balance.
Kicks and fires.
And that's going to be
On
a
the
ground ball to
ground.
sort after
On the run,
giving
throw
up the
to
first 2
first.
strikes.
Marte
Throws to first
retired.
base in time, and that's out number 1.
Now batting.
But guys, if you guys want to drop super chats, stickers, thanks.
Next is the
That always
Luis
helps
Guillorme.
our awesome community. You guys can drop as much as you want. Watch my ads as much as you want. So everything's good to go. Akidori, and make sure it's
Next
more
pitch
to
downstairs.
so our
Ball 1.
monetized community. Not just monetized, guys, but our awesome community. Over 6
And
years
the
for me on
right-hander
YouTube and over
deals.
4 years on Twitter.
That clips a corner.
It's much more to hold on. And if I want to use a credit card to help
Left-handed
take care of
hitter
Vivian
waits.
once he's live, I'm going to use it. But all I do is go after Google Play cards. So that's a normal transaction. I mean, I
And
would have a
down
credit
on
card on
strikes
me,
he
but I
goes.
don't. And that's
And
going to
it's
be a
2 down.
strikeout looking. And that one, guys, it's the 3rd strikeout, also
Pete
Coleman
Alonso.
Martin. That's out number 2. And here comes the man, guys, that struck out his first time up, and that's Pete Alonso. He's 0 for 1 so far, guys. Anybody can hit something regular, something powerful.
Swings through
And that's going to be a
one.
strike for
0-1.
Alonso.
One thing on his mind right there with that
Just
swing,
needs something
he's
to
trying
work
go
out.
deep.
For sure. The most important thing, guys, is we watch videos in full.
Next
That's
offering
like,
is
support, comment,
downstairs.
share, tweet me, and follow. I mean, so tweet and follow guys me, Zach Dawson, from 1912 to 2022. The most awesome, popular name of all time. Ground ball to second. Lonzo tried to get a bit of it, but that's good. That was a ground out to second. The first, and the inning is over. So no base hits, guys, so far. But the Mets only have the fourth hit so far, to be honest. Well, guys, no score. We go to top of the fourth. Finale at Citi Field. We're from Turkey. Para Kazan C. Ogan. How you doing this morning, Para? Make a little shout out for baseball this morning. Good to see you. Out of 370 miles an hour followers. How you doing today, buddy? But yeah, guys, you're welcome to send me a tweet and follow me, guys, on Twitter, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit. And you guys can vote also. Atlanta 38, A Whole New World. The Greatest Showman, Rewrite the Stars at 14.
And it's fouled away.
Alright, guys, enough chit chat. We got some news to talk about this morning. On a Sunday morning today. Today's date is October 16th, 2022. And that's for us, guys. So far, it's 0 for 1. Well, guys, on a ball and 2 strikes, Rojas sets the target, and here's the pitch to Josh. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes now. Well, guys, every 19 to 20 minutes, a handful of IZ news, one in one awesome community, and your favorite awesome popular creator. That's me, guys, Zach Dawson. And that's gonna be a single to right field, guys. My dear friend with love, thank you, buddy. You're also very generous too. Very kind, normal, loving, caring, and supportive too. That's what we have. Take our time, not rushing it, but keep it more normal. Go for a butt attempt. And they'll tag him out at first, guys, while the runner goes on a second. When it does go on a second, guys, that's the first out. Sacrifice bunt. We have 3 unassisted. We don't see that very often, but sometimes we do. Alright, guys, we got some IZ news to look at today. So let's run it all down. From your awesome popular creator, guys, that's me, Zach Dawson. And let's see what we got in store for you. Let's run it all down and break it down today. You guys can check out 5 hours ago today. There's going to be a new Walking Dead pretty much project. Also, I don't see why not. That's why love, support, and respect is always the key. Also by staying positive and loyal, and now it's power. Never quitting, never giving up. As long as we take it step by step. 1 by 1, 1v1. That's all we gotta do. You guys can see today, 5 hours ago, the new Walking Dead, Iowa of the Dead today. It's called The Dead City. As you guys can check out from New York City Comic-Con today, as you guys can see, The Walking Dead City gets the first look images from Comic-Con this week. And that's a strikeout, guys. Must see the strikeout. And what do you call it? 2 outs of the inning.
Walker stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Well, guys, what are on the second 2 outs? Here comes Christian Walker. Peterson sets the target, and that's going to be a ball and no strike. Well, guys, Brewers 2, Cardinals 1, and Milwaukee. Well, guys, Walker walked his first time up. It's like there's 2 names, Walker and then Walk.
Just missed.
Kind of like a standard result. This one, well, The Walking Dead got started, guys, since October 30th, 12 years ago. It's just about 12 years ago, since 2010, so if I had to guess what I think of the title, I will say it's probably good. Probably good, maybe like modern. So we'll see how that can really space out. Don't know when that's premiering. I mean, I don't think Norman Reedus is coming back. I mean, since he's getting much more names. Well, guys, fly ball to right field, and he gets the ball away from him. Holy cow. And that's going to be a double to right field, guys. And a run will score. So a double for Christian Walker, guys. And it's 1-0 D-backs. Look at that, guys. Would have been a home run to right field. He tries to get the catch, but he does not. Ball gets away from him.
And here's the catcher, Carson.
And it's 1-0 D-backs, guys. Holy cow. finale at City Field with 2 outs.
That
Here
one's
comes
in there,
Carson
0-1.
Kelly. Runner on at second with 2 outs. Okay, alright guys, right now Kelly's 0 for 1 with a ground out in the second. Oh my goodness. I almost lost my energy right there. Peterson sets the
And
target.
strike 2.
That's 2
Finds
strikes
himself
on
in
him.
a tough situation early. Just going to try to simplify it. Take a knock the other way.
Okay guys, this film would have been like the third Dr. Jones movie. Now for those of you that did see Indiana Jones when you guys were kids, adults, maybe like
2
more than
outs,
age, like a
and
teen,
one in scoring position.
pretty much anything else. It's nice to see the film what's going to be like Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade in space. It's nice to see a canceled fourth Star Trek movie.
Foul ball, he
Because like
stays
was
alive.
going to be like that movie. I mean, to be honest, when does Star Trek have
And it's
something towards Indiana Jones?
Stays alive.
I mean, Indiana Jones has Harrison Ford in it, you know. And when it's, he's going to be in the fifth and final one, where he
now
hangs up
1
the
and 2.
outfit, the whip,
Runner
and also the
second,
gun,
2 down.
you know. So it's coming out of Lord of the Rings, Rings of Power detail. So there's really not too much to be had on it. I know that Chris Hemsworth is probably still going to be in it. I'm not sure.
In the dirt.
But
And an excellent
I
job
mean,
keeping
if
it right
they
there.
still want to bring the entire actors back, like Chris Pine, Zachary Quinto, Rich Greenwood returning as Pike and whatever,
Next
that's
one
probably
misses.
the
Full
best
count,
option.
3 and 2.
Chris Pine returning as James Tiberius Kirk,
and
and
here it comes.
Zachary
off
Quinto
again.
returning as
And it
Spock, to be
remains
honest.
3 and 2.
It's not like the other actors are not coming back. The one that recently played as Chekhov after being done with the third Star Trek movie, pretty much with them, and that would be Chekhov, so. And that's a fly out to center, guys, and the inning is over. 1 run on the board so far. Well, guys, we go to bottom of the fourth, and it's 1-0 D-backs for now, depending if the Mets can match it. It is the finale at Citi Field of a 3-game series.
Ready to go for the last half of the
And
inning.
leading off for the
Now
Mets,
it's
guys.
J.D. Davis.
Bottom of the fourth.
For the Mets,
Finale at Citi Field today, hometown.
J.D.
Will be J.D. Davis.
Davis.
And on the replay, he's 0 for 1. He does have a strikeout, guys, first time around. Alright, guys, back to icing and news. 5 hours ago
And
today,
the pitch.
from this morning.
And that's in for a strike.
A Disco Asylum SQ. It's pretty much having a journey towards the
Pitch.
ruins of Australia.
And that one
That's going to be a
ripped
fly
into
ball
right.
to right
No
field,
trouble here.
mid
Puts it
right
away
field,
for the out.
the center,
And there's one down.
and he'll make the catch in time. And that's out number 1. It's got to see broken bones will torment you with character
Jeff
altering
McNeil stands in.
guys for route choices, and people call it brilliant. Here comes Jeff McNeil, guys. He's 0 for 1. He grounded out his first time up. Watson sets the target, and that's going to be look like it was going to be a nice hit, but that's a foul. That's a foul to left field. Stands on the strike, sets the target.
Check swing, but he went
Sack
too
swing,
far.
not
Two
quite.
down.
That's going to be another strike. So McNeil was looking for a nice hit on his second attempt. Hopefully
One
the
down,
balls are
base is
still
empty.
working to the skies.
Ground ball to the right side.
That's going to be a ground ball to first, guys.
He
He'll
takes it
get
on his
there.
own.
Gets to the
Already
bag
2
himself.
gone here
That's
in the
out
home
number
fourth.
2 already.
Well, he's doing a nice job of keeping
Mark,
the ball
McNeil was
out
not
of
too
the air,
happy,
lets
guys.
the defense work behind him with another
Before the
ground
ground out
ball.
resulted.
Good execution.
And next for the Mets, Mark Canha.
Now here's another batter that could maybe get something going. I mean, the Mets have the first 2 base runners between the first inning and I think number 3. Actually, no,
First
probably
pitch,
number
not
2
close.
of the inning. So that's not too hard to begin. I mean, it's probably the good start you can probably start with.
This one
to be
checked
honest.
on the ground, but foul.
We got Senseko building a better beta. At 3-5-6, guys, just have one of the best.
To third.
That's going to be a ground ball to third, and that's to be it.
Sends it across
And it does,
the
well, it's the first in
That
time.
ends the inning.
And the side is retired
And the
already.
Mets go down 1-2-3. They
You got
trail here
3-5-6,
1-0.
just had the best fine game beta ever. It's one of the Mets Saltzman.
And welcome back.
Well, guys,
Here's the
1-0
left
D-backs. We go to
fielder,
top of the
Seth Beer.
5th. Yeah, leading off for Arizona right now.
On paper, it's
Batting
favorable
fifth
to
today
have
will
a
be
fairly
Seth Beer.
quick inning here with 2 of the 3 hitters he's set to face.
He is 0 for
batting
1
from the
right
left
now,
side,
guys.
same
On the
side
replay,
throws
he
from.
does have a strikeout. Peterson sets the
There's
target.
the strike.
That's going to be a strike. Well, guys, 3-0 Rays. They are taking on Chicago today.
The wind and the pitch.
Peterson sets the target.
And he
That's going to
pumps
be
in a
2 strikes
strike.
now.
Well, he didn't like
Gil
those first
Peterson's
2
looking
pitches
to
down an 0-2 hole. He's gonna
fight
have to
back
battle,
everything
hope he
he's
gets a
got.
mistake. One guy that
I mean,
was
Peterson
really
does
great
have one,
once the count
made
got
his
to 2
first start
strikes.
by
Miguel
getting a
Cabrera.
win, to be honest. Peterson looking to make short work.
Got
Struck him out, guys. Peterson strikes out Beer on strikes. Fifth strikeout so far, and that's out number 1.
You
guys can see the difference between a starting pitcher and a starting batter. You want to get the best thing you want, but if you have a strong batter, like Peterson, like Verlander, like Verlander, Carrasco, Wainwright, you pretty much want the best performance you can offer. Whatever best winning team or one-loss team you want, you pretty much are managing.
And that is ball 1.
That's pretty much the best chance you have. But trying to win for your team, and it's like you lose some, you win some. You try to fight another day and have a nice performance the next time around. That's going to be a foul to right field, guys. That's a strike on top of the ball this time. Gibson right in range.
And now the lefty.
Peterson sets the target. And here's the pitch to loophole. That's 2 balls and 1 strike now. Alright, guys, an unpredictable thriller, guys, that benefits from going inside or outside the code. Between the darkness, getting stopped by lightness. Alright, guys, that's going to be a fly out to right field. Brandon Nemo is there. He makes the catch in time. That's a good 2 outs, guys, in the inning. You guys can check out a movie review from Awesome Community called Significant Other.
Obviously, he's not a big
I'm going to check out anytime you want for that.
Soft contact and he gets out.
I have not seen the movie. I will say it's probably a 7, an 8 out of 10, maybe like better than nothing. I mean, I would laugh if it's not a 1 out of 10 or 2 out of 10. And that's going to be to left field, guys. And he makes the catch. It's Mark Conrad to left field.
And that'll do it. And the Diamondbacks.
And the side is retired. Let's look at the inside the fan cam. This is the finale of Citi Field, guys. Home of the Mets. As we go to the bottom of the 5th inning already. It's 1-0 D-backs.
Bottom of the inning. And now it's Frankie
Here comes a man that could maybe get something going. Got a double his first time up, guys, for the Mets. Bottom of the 5th. Leading off, guys, will be Francisco Lindor. He's 1 for 1 so far.
Right-hander back to work.
And that's going to be a foul to home plate.
Fouled off.
One still on the mound. Pretty much all together. Alright, guys, actor Brandon Fraser today. And that's a hit by pitch to Lindor. So that's a base runner at first. That was a hit by pitch result. That one, you see, guys, when it comes to having a starting pitcher, you don't want to hit a different player a whole lot. Pretty much not all the time, but you always want to have something going against your system. Or it may come back to bite you a little bit. But here comes Brandon Nemo, guys. He's 1 for 1. As you can see, Brandon Fraser calls Batman cancellation pretty much not bad, but tragic.
There's the strike.
But Fraser, guys, would have made a nice opportunity to play the film's villain up back row. I mean, I will say, Brandon Fraser, I don't think he's ever played a main villain on a show, on a movie, or anything. Best known as playing as Rick O'Connell from The Mummy. And Love and I were talking a little bit about that last night when we were having dinner. And Brandon Fraser's thinking about doing a 4th Mummy movie. If it's as Rick O'Connell, depending on the script, it's pretty much good and organized. That's a strikeout, guys, and that's out number 1. And that's the 4th strikeout, guys, for Corbin Martin. I mean, Brandon Fraser he's been doing a wonderful job in the first 3 movies as Rick O'Connell in The Mummy. And that's going to be a flyout past short. He makes it, guys, and that's out number 2. Base runner first. Just needs to finalize and hold on.
The
That is out
Sounders,
number 2, guys.
number 6.
Gets a nice
Back
play,
to the top of the
to be
lineup,
honest and clear.
Starling Marte.
My guys,
digs
6-0
in now.
Guardians hosting the Giants at Cleveland. My guys, back to the top ladder. Starling Marte, he's 1 for 2. Missed one at first with 2 outs. One sets the target.
Yeah, he
That's going to be a
swings and
strike on the
misses, and
board,
it's
on the
nothing at all.
curveball. Yeah, guys, Brendan Fraser's been doing incredibly well. I mean, wonderful.
Yeah, that one
That's
is
Rick
in for
O'Connell
a
and the
strike.
Mummy. Mummy returns. And I think that was also the last appearance for Arnold Voss's character as Hemotap, perhaps. And that's going to be a line shot to mid-right center field, guys. That's going to be a base hit. Base hit to mid-right field. And that's going to be a double to mid-right field. Nice work to draw something in. Double, guys, number 2 for Starling Marte. And a run will score, and it's now 1-1. It is the finale at Citi Field, guys. So the Mets have finally got something going. He finally has something in order. I don't half-baked cake. That's what Brendan Fraser said on the last part of his interview. But he is maybe considered doing a fourth Mummy movie, depending on if the damn story gets straight. That's what Brendan Fraser's thinking about doing. So Malone and I were talking about it this week, pretty much last night. And to be honest, if there is going to be a fourth one, it'd be nice to bring back. I mean, I don't think they should bring back Arnold Vosloo as Hemotap again. I mean, if they do, you know, I mean, he's 60 years old now. I don't see them bringing back, maybe not, bringing over Dwayne Johnson. Because, I mean, I don't think they should at this point, because he's going Black Adam. That's in theaters for next week. Alright, guys, right field, and that one's going to be gone for Glormy. That's going to be a foul to right field. Guys, sets the target, and that's a swing and a miss. And that's a strikeout, inning over. Good try, though. Alright, guys, not sorry pursuiters so far today. As we have 5 innings to play, guys. 1-1 apiece. Home of the Mets. Finale at Citi Field this morning for baseball. As we go to top of the 6th inning. Tied up at 1-1 apiece.
Top 6. Here's
Well, guys, top of the
baseman,
6th, leading off for the
Hager.
D-backs now, will be Jake Hager.
The second baseman.
Peterson looking to keep his performance
And a
intact.
pitch.
Peterson sets the target. And that's going to be
Top of the air,
to
right field.
right field. Tim McNeil is there, makes the catch.
Pitch, one out.
Makes the finalized catch. And that's out number 1. The Giants are seeing the beta for the first descending game. It's good. But it's usually not enough to stand out.
So the lineup flips over.
I mean,
Here's
you
the
guys
third
could
baseman,
say the
Josh
first game
Rojas.
between beta to beta, you've got Descendant and Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2, and the other game I did read earlier this morning.
Swings and
So
fouls one off.
there's not too much to, categorize and also spitball or nothing.
The big lefty turns, kicks.
But it's usually
deals.
something that's different, a newcomer, the way to part ways on it. And that's according to Henry Stockdale today. So you got to check out that, for example. Alright guys, lessons to brighten up a dark future. Let's guys and see. What Cyberpunk Orion can learn from 27-7. Like I said, guys, what Cyberpunk Orion can do is do the same thing that 27-7 been doing. I mean, Keanu Reeves was this badass character from Cyberpunk 27-7, which he did a nice job for a change. So, I mean, they can learn plenty of good things from 27-7, to be honest. Alright guys, that's going to be a fly out to right field. Nemo gets to work, makes a nice grab, and he makes a nice catch. That's the second out of the inning. Alright guys, Red Sox and the Twins are tied up at 1 at Fenway today.
Geraldo Perdomo
Not
getting
much
ready
to
to
brighten. It's going to John Ryan today. I'll look at that for a minute. Well, guys, next batter's Geraldo Perdomo. He's all for 1 so far. Peterson sets the target. That's going to be looking for a nice spot. And that's going to be foul to left field. As long as it's not baseball history maker. I've heard that baseball project is fun, guys. on YouTube. I know that Dave Baseball Demos does it. I know a couple other
And another ball.
channels that do it. It'd be nice if I did. Order that stuff on Amazon sometime. But we'll see. I mean, I was just be ordering Stratomatic, to be honest. That's gonna be foul to right field, guys. 2-2 now. Alright, guys, 2-2. Peterson sets the target. We're gonna pack it in. And that's 3-2 now.
And now it's 3-2.
The last thing you guys did not want to do is walk the batter in time. Well, guys, 3-1 Brewers, hosting the Cardinals and Milwaukee. Well, guys, Peterson sets the target, stands on a full count.
And a foul ball.
And that's going to be a foul to left field. It's nothing embarrassing, as long as it's not a Halloween, Thanksgiving, or Christmas party after this point. Peterson sets the target, and that's going to be foul to right field this time. This time it's to right, but not left. Peterson sets another target. He has to pitch to Dorado. And that's also going to be a foul to right field. Nobody will get it, though. Not much extinct or, having a strong existence. So this one's going to be in play, guys. That's a base hit past second base and also past short. So how about that, guys?
Just one of those
that's a late single to center.
That's about as textbook as
Still got something on board.
Pretty
much the way to strategize. Alright, guys. This probably is not the last article, but we're gonna check it now. Here comes Ketel Marte, guys. On the replay, he's 0 for 2.
Good speed on the base.
And he's been hitless, guys, for the first 2 at-bats. He has lined out today, and he has struck out. At first base is at first base, guys, with 2 outs. Peterson sets the target. That's 2 balls now.
Chris, with that distraction and
it's
the
nice to
speedy
see.
guy at first,
instead of watching a movie in order, there's no I in MoCo. M-O-C-O. M-O-C-O, guys. It's nice to see Ever Hero. That's going to be a ground ball to third. And he's going to slip now. The umpire says he's safe. That's going to be an E5 to left field, guys. And the runner's on board already. And it is a runner on at second, too. Holy cow. It's nice to see Evercore Heroes. It's pretty much a laugh-out-loud champion. So it's now first and second, guys, with 2 outs. Next batter is Christian Walker. That's a nice strike by Peterson. And so far, guys, Walker has an RBI double his first time up. And on the replay, he has 2 homers and 9 runs driven in. Peterson sets the target. Here's the pitch. 2 quick strikes to begin. That's one a pitcher really needs to redeem. Pretty much work himself together. Well, guys, Peterson will make short work. That's going to be a ground ball to right field from second. Picks it up, throws the first in time. Alonso got it, and the side is retired. And the thing about Evercore Heroes, guys, it will walk as an LL champion into the Wild Raid. Well, guys, we're still tied up with 1 right now. As we go to bottom of the 6th inning today, guys. But now we have City Field. Leading off for the Mets will be Pete Alonso. So far he's 0 for 2.
And a pitch.
He sets the target. And that would have been a nice set for Alonso right there. That's a foul to left field. Alonso, guys, on the splits. He's a little more better on left-handers, to be honest. He has a 4.27 or 4.29 average. Well, when it comes to righties, it's only 2.44. 2.44, rather. There's not too much to describe or develop. We got the first 2 strikes, sets the target, and a swing and a miss, guys, to Alonso.
And that's the first out. Wow,
looks like Pete Alonso's average is going to be dropping a little bit more. That is strikeout number 6, guys, for Martin. And that's out number 1.
That's pretty impressive, given the pop he was dealing with at the plate.
Alright, guys, and top stories today on a Sunday morning. From your awesome popular creator, Zach Dawson. Comes J.D. Davis. That's another strike this time. What's all for guys? Davis right now, he has struck out and he's lined out. He's 0 for 2 right now, to be honest. As you guys can see, in top stories this morning, as you guys can see, the Metaverse the strong arsenal, I think, through PlayStation or Microsoft, as all of us can see from our awesome community, as the metaverse has a very bad week. A very bad emotional week.
Kind of backed up there. I think it just
as you guys can also see, the Marvel movie for Blade. Delay could be a big win for Secret Wars. And what is Secret Wars coming towards? Avengers, to be honest. And that's going to be a base hit off the middle, guys, to mid-right center. And that's a single to right field, single to mid-right field. Mid-right center field. So how about that, guys? That's one out. We're going to get back on the plate a little bit. Let's see what the other strategy can build. Alright, guys, Guardians up 6-3, hosting the Giants. Alright, guys, here comes Seth McNeil. Right on at first, one out. That's the target. And that's a ground ball past first base. Look at that. And that's going to be a single to right field. When I'm saying we'll go to third without a throw. And how about that, guys? The Mets have something to think about now.
Ripped it down the line. Nice job of staying in his mechanics.
Good. That's a good hit, guys, to McNeil. That's what any batter can really get. That's an awesome opportunity. Alright, guys, here comes Mark Conhall right now. Runner's on at first, and runner is on at third base with one out. Ball's up 3-0, guys, hosting the Phillies in Miami. Well, guys, Mark Conhall right now has grounded out and he has flown out. He's 0 for 2. One out, first and third. Tied at 1 apiece, but now he has Citi Field. Martin sets the target. And that's going to be a foul at home plate.
I think ultimately,
Alright, guys, Bayonetta voice actor says, see, the non replace the ball as he was offered only, what do you call it, guys, only 4,000.
Big pitch right here. He's going to try to
well, to be honest, I'm pretty much in the role of only Bayonetta 3. So I'm thinking, to be honest, I mean, I will say 4K is a lot of money. And if a voice actor wants to replace that role, and that's a strikeout. A call strikeout, guys, out number 2, and that's strikeout number 7, guys, for Corbin Martin. It's like a pitcher, it's like a batter wanted something back. But other than that, guys, you guys already recall Bayonetta 3 is coming out in another 2 weeks on the 28th of this month. But that is my second sec, to be honest. I'll have that's going to be going through the stuff. We got sets the target. That's going to be a strike and a ball now. For this Lindor, so far, guys, on the replay, it's a 143 average against righties. One sets the target. That's going to be foul, and it's circulation and home plate. That's right, guys. Lindor is 1 for 1 right now. First and third with 2 outs. One sets the target. That's going to be 2 balls and 2 strikes now. But what we're also doing, guys, real quick, is the PGA Tour 2K23 review for the splits and also for our consoles. And that's going to be a fly ball to mid-left. Racing back, and he makes a nice catch to left field. Thought it was going to have a lead change, but keeps it nice and smooth. Alright, guys, it's still 1-1 apiece, top of the 7th. Finale at Citi Field today for baseball. Alright, guys, Carson Kelly will lead off for the D-backs on top of the 7th. He's 0 for 2 so far. Alright, guys, Peterson sets the target. And here's the pitch to Kelly. That's going to be a ball and no strike this time. That was actually pitch number 87. Pretty much has given up a ball first time around. Finally gets a strike on a sinker. Looks like the Mets are looking for a pitch change right now. And they pretty much are. So that's going to be it for one player though. Pretty much at least.
And here comes the Mets manager.
Well, guys, here comes the manager for the Mets.
David Peterson.
And that's going to be it for David Peterson.
He was a tough nut to crack. Pretty stingy from start to finish. Back with a new arm after a quick break.
The thing about PGA Tour 2K23 today, guys, the golfers that are also in it is NBA Hall of Famer Michael Jordan and Steph Curry. Well, guys, new pitcher for the Mets is Jason Serby. Well, guys, first base by Sazen. Sets the target.
Swing,
And that's going to be a line drive to
line.
mid right field and makes a nice
Nice
catch. Nice work.
Not fooled at all
After a new
right there.
pitcher
He was
coming to the
clearly
mound.
all over it, but sometimes you hit it too
Gets a
hard
nice
and
catch
right
to
at
mid
someone.
right field.
Hits to get a knock
And that's a good first out, guys. Pretty much, if you're throwing your first pitch, like having a new pitcher on the mound for a team. Well, guys, here comes Seth Beer. He struck out his first 2 times. Well, guys, Sazen sets the target. Here's the pitch. That's the ball to begin.
Well, he's so great about hitting the ball the other way.
So you guys remember 2K21 for golf? Only, at least we saw it 7 out of 10 2 years ago. Which I know the Apes Hound has been playing a lot of golf lately. So he's been doing a hell of a job when it comes to golf games on his channel. Well, guys, Sazen sets the target. That's two strikes on top of the ball that's been going. Which I can't complain otherwise. Well, guys, Sazen nods his head. Looking to take out Beard. That's a ground ball. Heavy hit to third base. Davis is there. Gives it to Alonso at first base. Gets a nice applause existence. And that's the second out of the inning.
2 outs, base is empty. Jordan Luplow stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
Yeah, guys, the game has been out for the last couple of days for Xbox, PlayStation, and also on Steam. I haven't played the last time I've ever played PC at all. That's a base hit to that's first base. If nobody's going to get it, but Brandon Nemo will. And that's a double to right field, guys. Nobody on base right behind that, and pretty much an outfield. Pretty much never got an opportunity to see where that ball was going. But it is a late double to right field, guys. Here comes Alex Thomas. He'll be facing Sazen on the mound. But on a second, guys, with 2 outs. And so far in the replay, guys, Thomas is 0 for 2 for now, with a strikeout and a flyout. It's 1 for 9 of the series with a run scored. He sets the target. Here's the pitch to Thomas. That's going to be 2 balls on a slider.
It's a good miss.
2K23, guys, a 6 out of 10. I don't think I'm going to be buying that anytime soon. That's why GameStop's going to be coming up in about a little under 2 weeks. So I can finish off God of War Ragnarok by November 9th, and I can see, I know, I really do see Ragnarok in a big spot. I really do. That's on 2-2. That's going to be a swing and a miss. Home plate throws the first to Alonso, and he gets a nice opportunity, and the side is retired. Well, guys, we go to bottom of the 7th inning now. One run apiece. D-backs 1 run, 4 hits, no errors. Mets 1 run, 7 hits, 1 error. Can't complain otherwise. This is actually not too bad. Well, guys, new pitcher for the D-backs now will be Ian Kennedy. Has an impressive 96-run average, 7th game appearance, with 2 walks and 7 strikeouts so far. And leading off for the Mets, guys, will be Brandon Nemo.
Good speed at the top of the order here.
And he is 1 for 2, guys. He had his first single. He'll be facing Ian Kennedy. Kennedy sets the target, almost a hit by pitch again. That's a ball to handle. One thing I will say, guys, about 2K23, the game would have done much better. But I know Abe's Hound has been playing plenty of that set to begin. As long as it's not a fox, dressed in a mask or dressed in a costume, play a male or female. Pretty much having something wonderful, but not below average or anything. But I have played PGA Tour 1 time. And that was, I think it was probably the golf club, but I haven't played golf club that much. But it's not too bad for what it is. I mean, golf is one of the finest sports. If you're a professional golfer yourself, or watching golf on TV, pretty much on ESPN, on Fox, on NBC, or on ABC, CBS rather.
And now the catcher comes up to hit. James
It's,
McCann.
all of us can watch golfers do what they do. They have a nice backhand. Have their own golf clubs, have their own caddies, have their own fan base. Well, guys, Tigers and Royals are tied at 2 at Kansas City. James McCann, guys, is 0 for 2. That's the target, and that's a strike up top.
0-1.
He can live up in the zone
When it comes to McCann, guys, he has a little under average of right-handers. That's 237, nothing on left-handers. Well, Pirates in the deep, 9, both the Nationals and the Pirates are tied at 1.
Meanwhile, activity in
Well,
the
guys,
bullpen.
for the D-backs right now, there's two new pitchers. J.B. Wilkinson and Caleb Smith. Pretty much lefty and righty. Well, guys, on the 1-2, Kennedy sets the target. 0-2 count. Here's the pitch. That's going to be another strikeout, guys. The Mets have the 2 quick outs already. But that's how it not been done. And it would have been maybe like a minor problem. Well, guys, we have two more articles right now. One of which, guys, is a game review, or a movie review, TV show review, of Dacre Desert Rally, the cost of doing business. Now, Sawyer Marte, he's 2 for 3, guys. He'll be facing Ian Kennedy. That's the target, and that's going to be a fly ball to mid-right center. Racing back a little bit, and gets a nice catch. He gets a costly catch, and he doesn't. Does it quite well. It's going to look Riley today. Alright, guys, 7 innings to play. D-backs 1, Mets 1. Finale at Citi Field. To the top of the 8th. Hitting off for the D-backs will be Zach Hager. He'll be facing Sazen Steve on the mound. Hager, guys, is 0 for 2. Sazen will make the pets. That's going to be a costly mistake. That's going to be a foul out home plate. He gets under it, makes the catch in time, gets a nice pause, and that's the first out of the inning. I will say, guys, that this game is kind of like Gran Turismo, or kind of like MTL Racer. But to be honest, the game itself is not anywhere good. I mean, you guys call him decent. Maybe like A-OK on it, but
first pitch just misses.
I don't think it matches the hype between other racing games. I got some in attendance today. Oh, awesome community. 33,071. That's going to be a nice strike. Besides, Rojas is now 1 for 3. He'll be facing Jason Sweep. Alright, guys, Jason sets the target. That's 2 strikes in the ball now. Holy cow. Jason nods his head on the 1 and 2. We're gonna send Rojas packing. And that's a foul and a splitter. But the game itself, guys, has been out for just about two weeks now. It's only out for Xbox Series, PlayStation, PS4. Because I stopped playing the PS4 after 6 years. So that's still in the bottom. That's a strikeout, guys, and that's out number 2. The strikeout by Sazen. Alright, guys, the game itself sort of 5 out of 10. But apparently the game itself has been killing bugs so far between the game. And it's only 11 minutes and 30 seconds on the video, exactly. But I don't care for that. I don't care for that one, to be honest. That's going to be a foul on the 4-seamer. Got to see Corrado Padama, guys, is 0 for 2. He'll be facing Sazen. Sweeby. Well, guys, Sazen will make short work. That's 1 and 2 now. Royals up 3 to 2. Hopes in the Tigers and KC. Well, guys, 1 and 2 strikes. Sazen sets the target. And that's going to be a foul out to right field. Brendan Nemo's there, gets a glove out there, and he makes a nice catch. And the side is retired. Alright, guys, 1-1 apiece. Finale at Citi Field. We go to bottom of the 8th inning right now. Well, guys, bottom of the 8th. Leading off for the Mets now will be Luis Guillorme. What's up, Vinny? Good morning. Fifth Sky Rants, how you doing, sir? Welcome back. You guys consider yourselves news. It's always a good for us in news. As long as we're not fishing for anything like this.
Swing and a miss.
One of the guys is 1 for 3. He'll be facing Ian Kennedy. Well, Lancelot's been pretty good, to be honest. It's been nice and warm, nice and firm, nice and organized. That's a foul ball to left field. Well, good morning, Vinny. How you been, buddy? Good to see you. I got on the 0-2. Kennedy sets the target.
And
Here's the pitch circle on me.
In the air,
And that's going to be a
field.
fly out to
Settles
left field.
under it, and
He'll
a
make
quick
the
out
grab.
number
He'll
one.
make the catch in time. Gets the deal, sip. That's the first out of the inning.
Now batting.
1 out of the inning, guys. Cannot have any pleasure to
Pete Alonso
do all.
now at the plate.
Here comes the main, guys. That's batting average of 264. And this is guys first baseman Pete Alonso. His hill is so far 0 for 3 in hand. He'll be facing Ian Kennedy. Kennedy sets the target. And that's going to be a ball for him. Knuckle
You can
curve.
expect this hitter to be looking for
But the one that's
something
best
on
for
a tee.
knuckleballs,
Get
guys,
up
for
in the air
example,
and untie this
is
ball.
what do you call it? R.A. Dickey, the one that played for the. I don't think he played for the Mets, but he played for
They
one
say
team,
win.
and that's the Toronto Blue Jays. So he did very well using the knuckleball, but trying to strike people out, trying to have players hit that ball, perhaps.
Jack swing went
That's been
around.
another strike,
That's
guys.
strike
Alonso
two.
has not found anything in his first at bats at all. Must try to duplicate something better. We got on the
And the
1-2.
right-hander
Kennedy
deals.
sets the target.
Wouldn't
That's 2
chase that
2 and 2
time.
now. Good way to have a good eye, but not striking out for a minute. You always want to hit something better than that. I mean, at least for any
2-2 now.
any special opportunity.
And that one pulled foul.
Alonso did get a piece of it, but he only got a little bit at stake. But not much to neutralize. But something normal, a nice miracle for a change. That's going to be a 3 and 2, guys, to
At
Alonso.
this point in the game, you cannot issue free passes. He's
Remember, guys, if you're looking to walk a batter, may as well go ahead and get the next one ready to go.
comes the pitch.
Get something warmed up.
Swings
And that's a
through that,
strikeout,
and it's
guys.
a strikeout.
Alonso
2 gone.
had it.
That's a pretty nasty
And
pitch right there. I'd call
that's
it
out
a
number 2,
power
guys.
curveball
Good
in
strikeout
the
for
eighth.
Ian
It's
Kennedy.
got so much spin on it,
But
and you
Alonso
really
thought he
have
was
a
gonna
lot of
get a
time to
leadoff
sit
walk
back
for a
and
minute.
watch what it's gonna do before you have
And
to
that was a
commit.
knuckle
It was a
curve,
good one
guys,
for the swinging
by Ian Kennedy
strikeout.
to Pete Alonso. He's still hitting 5 homers and 51 driven in, but he hasn't done very well between the first at-bats, though. I mean, his batting average drops probably in the 250s.
Stepping in for New York,
Pretty much at this
J.D.
point.
Davis, 1 for 3.
But there's always a good chance to recover. Here comes J.D. Davis, guys. He's 1 for 3.
And he
And that's gonna be a
swings
strike
and
this
misses
time.
At the initial
Holy
offering.
cow. So the best way to always do it is try to recover, get your balls, get your nice hits moving. Pretty much the best opportunity you can have right there. Hopefully.
And the pitch.
Well, guys, Kennedy sets the target.
That
It's
misses
going to be a
off
ball
the
and a
outside
strike
edge.
on a circle change. Instead of going on a nice spree. Pretty much a nice outline. Instead of having an expiration date on
1-1
an item.
now.
That's going to be
Good
2 and
eye
1,
right there.
guys.
When you get to this part
2
of the
balls and a
order,
strike for him.
Yeah, there's some pop there, but more
J.D.
likely
Davis, guys,
there's
1
some
for
base
3.
hits. So very important to
He
be
is facing
patient.
Ian
Let the
Kennedy.
pitcher walk
2
you, if
balls
you
and a
will.
strike now. Kennedy sets the target.
Late
That's going to
with
be
the
2 and
swing
2
there.
now.
Well,
Wow.
just threw that fastball by him, elevated.
That's
and
back
if
to what I
you're
was saying
not
about the
looking
Mets,
up
guys,
in that
last
location,
game.
very
Game
difficult to
2
catch
was
up
last
to,
week.
especially with that velocity.
No one has found a single hit, to be honest. Ever since the Mets lost Game 2, by a score of 3-1. I mean, something has to be bothering.
The 2-2.
Something that's not going quite well.
And now
That's
it's
3 and
filled
2
up.
now, guys, for Davis. And what we call it, guys, between 3 balls and 2 strikes is a full count. Full play, full count. Kennedy sets the target, and that's going to be a pop out to
Rojas under this one.
pretty much to the outfielder.
And makes the grab.
And he'll make the catch in time
And
from
that is
third,
that. Nothing
and the
doing
inning
for
is
the
over.
Mets. Score remains deadlocked at 1.
So not up 1 run apiece, guys. As we go to top of the 9th inning, finale at Citi Field. As we look at the fans here at Citi Field, it's a
And
nice,
welcome back. And
Custom.
now the DH, Ketel Marte.
nice audience. Here comes Kettle Marte, guys, leading off for the D-backs. He's all for 3. Sazen sets the target. And that's going to be a foul to right field. Starts out with a strike this time. Well, guys, my highest stats are over 6 years for me. It's an awesome popular trader, Zach Dawson. From 1912 to 2022 today. I'm Titanic. Me, guys. A very lucky hand. Having a tails for having to find people. Strike him out, guys, by Sazen. He strikes out Marte. Then strike out by Sazen. Gets a nice look at the ball. Finds his mark. And that's out number 1. He struck out Marte, guys. Look at that. But my highest strikes, guys, in my over 6 years for me on YouTube, and over 4 years on Twitter. 808 likes. 1,478 views. And mods. What was the mods count? 370 now. Well, guys, next batter is Christian Walker. He has an RBI double. He's 1 for 2 right now. Well, once again, Sazen's straight. Well, guys, works on a strike. Sazen sets the target. It's going to be a ground ball to short. Shortstop Lindor gets it. Goes to Alonso at first base. Gets it, and that's out number 2. Well, guys, the Yankees up 7-2 at the Orioles at Baltimore.
Here's the catcher, Carson Kelly.
You guys cannot ask anything else better than that. Having an awesome performance, having the runs that's gathered for you, and having a nice winning team.
First offering.
Red Sox up 2-1, guys, hosting the Twins at Fenway Park today. I'm trying to see if there's anybody else that's live today. I don't think my Fifth Rose is going live this morning. I'm guessing she's probably working. Guardians up 7-3, guys, hosting the Giants right now at Cleveland. But I know Angelin's on. I could probably jump a third if I do. But we'll see. Well, guys, Sazen looking for a strike with 2 balls. That's 3 balls now. Tigers up 4-3. Hosting a nice contest, visiting the Royals right now at KC. And KC, guys, stands for Kansas City.
And a pitch.
Well, guys, for 3 balls, Sazen sets the target, and that's a nice strike for him. Angels up 7-1 at the Rangers, hometown of Texas, or Sweet Home, Alabama. Oh, guys, 3-1. Sazen sets the target. Ground ball to second. McNeil is there. Picks it up, throws the first to Alonso, and that's it for the inning.
5, 6, and 7 will lead things off in the bottom.
All right, guys, 8.5 in the books. There you guys can see McNeil, Conha, Lindor will lead off next. 1-1 apiece, guys.
Now on the mound for the Diamondbacks,
and
Caleb Smith.
New pitcher for the D-backs, guys, will be Caleb Smith, number 22. Expecting a 7th appearance, guys. 7th appearance, has a loss. With a 6-run average, has 3 walks and 3 strikeouts. Rock is up 2-0, guys, hosting the Cubs in Colorado Springs. Colorado Springs, to be honest. They're leading off for the Mets, guys, with Jeff McNeil. McNeil is 1 for 3 right now. It's a foul on a circle change. Any teams looking to build momentum, have better strategy. That's going to be foul to right field this time. The first 2 pitches that McNeil has received has been a couple of foul balls. Now this one, guys, is 1 and 2. Now I did tell you guys the last couple of days that I'm still doing my 1968 former World Series champions Tigers on my PC. So I'm still doing that on my computer. And as far as my phone goes for Outside the Park Baseball 23, what I'm doing on that is I'm no longer doing the Red Sox replay of 1976. I'm going to be doing the 1970 Chicago Cubs replay this time. And then I was looking at this YouTuber's name. His name is Kurt Bertland. Like I said earlier, I'll say it again. He's been doing plenty of baseball projects. Like deep drive baseball, Stratomatic, inside pits, payoff pits. You know, having to deal with also Apple baseball. All that exciting stuff. You know, Kurt's a nice guy. I think I supported him, if I'm right. I'm sure I did. But I still have Al Red Sox fan, Red Sox Sports Network, RJL, Robert. I have baseball demos. That's going to be a ground ball to third. Picks it up in time, throws to first, and that's out number 2. You can't get there too quick, guys. Let's try to get a nice offensive strategy. Let's try to get something different and try to, have something better in hand. But the way these gentlemen do it, they have a nice performance, have fun with BAPA, Stratomatic, inside pits, payoff pits, deep side baseball. And how would it be, guys, if I were to do it sometime? I mean, I still have APA. I still have the 2-year seasons. I have 2004 and the 1986 replay. I still have those two. I haven't been playing them that much. And that's a strikeout looking, guys. We go now to extra innings. Well, if the D-backs and the Mets, guys, are still tied up at 1-1 apiece, we go to extra innings top of the 10th. Which for me, guys, the runner will be on its second. Extra innings roll, guys. Well, guys, top of the 10th. Finale at Citi Field, leading off for the D-backs with Seth Beer. We're right now on the replay, 0 for 3. And that's going to be a ground ball to that, and run will go to third. Base runner will go to third, guys. Also, that's an infield base hit from first base. So that's a single from first. Pitch runner for the D-backs, guys, will be Zach McCarthy. So he'll be taking over. Well, guys, first and third, nobody out. He comes to John Loophole. He's 1 for 3, has a double. First and third, guys, with the corners, nobody out. And that's going to be a ground ball to double play. Goes to second, goes to first in time, guys. Double play, 2 outs for the price of 1. Flashing the leather, guys. May as well call flash the leather for 2 if you're playing against the Swab. Called Stump the Swab as one of the best game shows of all time. Holy cow. That's 2 outs, guys. Here comes Walton Voiceau. He'll be pinch running for the D-backs now. And with 2 outs, guys, runner on a third. Here comes Walton Voiceau. Actually, Alex Thomas, I'm sorry. Thomas right now is 0 for 3. Going for a bunt. That's foul. As it comes back to bite him. Looks on strike. Faison sets the target. And that's going to be a fly ball to left field. McConaughey there makes the catch to left field. And the side is retired. But yeah, guys, I still have APA baseball. I have inside pits and Stratomatic. But I've been doing extras on outside the park baseball more. That's what I've been doing. Alright, guys, at left field, Dan McCarthy will stay for the D-backs. In the bottom of the 10th. Also into the ball game. Tied up at 1-1 apiece. But now at Citi Field. Blue Jays win, guys, in an amazing game. 11-0 over the Athletics. And leading off for the Mets, guys, will be Brandon Nemo. Who'll be facing Caleb Smith. Nemo right now is 1 for 3. Otherwise on at second, too, guys. Red Sox beat the Twins 2-1 at Fenway Park Stadium. Another pitcher, guys, for the D-backs. JB and Zell multiply. Nemo's 1 for 3, guys. Sets the target, and that's 2 balls and no strike now. We're going to have an inside instruction. We're going to have something to turn on. And that's a strike for him. White Sox off 1, guys, 5-4, hosting the Rays in Chicago. 2-1 count, guys, 3-1. Tigers still on 4-3 at the Royals at KC. Smith sets the target, and that's a walk, guys. How about that? Nemo's on at first base. Well, the runner holds on at second. That's it's now first and second, guys, with nobody out. Let's see if James McCann, guys, can show something for the Mets right now. McCann doesn't have a whole lot. He's 0 for 3 on the so far.
First offering is fouled off.
It's pretty much the only catch of all time for the Mets, to be honest, on the replay.
And he deals.
That's the target. That's going to be a foul on a fourth seamer. Brewers up 7-2, guys. Looks like the Cardinals may be in big trouble with a good record. Another one, guys, foul and a home plate. Stays with 2 strikes in total. Rockies up 2-1, hosting the Cubs in Colorado. That's the target.
Foul back our way.
McCann would like to have that one back, guys. That was gonna be that was a slider, but it had something different on it. Same one, guys. Another slider. Saves with 2 strikes with no balls to result. Well, guys, Caleb Smith sets the target. Looks like second, and that's a strikeout.
And a swing and a miss. Down on
Swing and a miss, guys. Out number 1. First and second is on base with that 1 out. So
played right into
pretty much in his hands, and also something happy and nothing travesty or nervous. And the pitches, guys, was like 6.
Up now for the Mets.
Well, guys, back to the lineup. You can start Marte. He's 2 for 4. That's going to be a ball for him.
1-0.
These home fans.
Hey guys, Marte's been doing, I would say, suddenly good. He has a double, single, and a run scored. First and second, guys, with 1 out. Smith sets the target, looks at second. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a ground ball to second. Tosses to second. Goes to first in time. Double play. We got to another, and it gets it out of the inning. Look at that. So that was a walk, guys, that the Mets only have. Having them run one at first, and then 1 at second. Top of the 11th inning, guys. Finale at Citi Field. So tied up at 1.
11th inning.
And I think there's going to be a new pitcher for the Mets now. And it's going to be coming up very shortly. Alright guys, new pitcher for the Mets now will be Seth Lugo. Lugo making his 5th game appearance. Has no wins, but only has 2 losses for him. With a 6.35 around average. Only had 3 walks and 6 strikeouts. As any pitcher's looking to straighten some stuff out. And Zach Hager, guys, will be leading off for the D-backs. Lugo sets the target. That's going to be a ball and no strike now. He covers with the ball. Oh, awesome community. Gets the pitch to Hager. And that's going to be a foul to right field. Swing against the ball is suitable toward the status. 2 balls and 1 strike now. That's not so surprising or gifting. We got 2-1 count. Lugo sets the target. And that's going to be to right field, and a base hit to right field. And a run will score, and that's an RBI single to right field, guys. And the D-backs have the lead. It's 2-1 D-backs right now. So how about that, guys? An RBI single to right field, and it's 2-1 D-backs. Finale at Citi Field. Oh my goodness. Next batter, guys, is Josh Rojas. That's going to be a strike for him.
That's in there for strike 1.
It's got to see Rojas on the replay. It's 1 for 4, has a run and a single. 1 on at first base with nobody out. Lugo sets the target. Here's the pitch. That's going to be foul to right field. 2 strikes now. Now Rojas has a little more better performance when it comes to lefties. That's going to be a ball and 2 strikes now. Rojas is 1 for 4 at this point. We're going to show something different. Jose said one guys 11-0. We got on a 1-2. Lugo will set the pitch to Rojas. That's foul to as a fastball for so. We got on a 1-2. Lugo sets the target. That's a swing and a miss, guys. Zippity zappy, strikeout. And that's out number 1. Runner will hold on his first base. After a nice RBI single.
Now up next for Arizona.
Gets a nice look at it. Well, guys, 1 out. Runner on the first against Geraldo Perdomo. That's a nice strike. Both Rays and the White Sox are knotted up at 5-5, guys, at Chicago Stadium. Both the Rays, guys, and the White Sox right now. I mean, right now, for instance, has a nice pursuit. Lugo sets the target. That's a nice second strike to give him. Lugo nods his head, sets the target, hits the pitch to Geraldo. That's going to be, guys, 1-2 now. That's what's beat the Pirates 4-1. Pirates haven't found a lot of the wins lately. So you can't get much emotional or anything to take credit. That's going to be 2-2 now, guys, for Geraldo. Well, guys, 2 strikes and 2 balls. Lugo sets the target. And that's going to be to left field. And he makes the catch. That's out number 2 now.
And there are 2 down.
Why will hold on to first base, guys, as much as possible. Talking about a dangerous triangle. Wow. Maybe something open for it seems. Pretty much to the atmosphere or laying on something that change.
Stands in now for the Diamondbacks.
If there's anything else to draw attention. Guys, here comes Ketel Marte. He's hitless. He's 0 for 4.
And that's ball 1.
He's facing Seth Lugo. We're going to maybe deliver something different. Lugo sets the target, guys. Here's the pitch. And that's going to be steal to second base, guys. Usually I would almost have a hard time trying to almost stop runners from stealing. I haven't stopped that for a while. When it comes to having a nice summary, having a nice slip. Pretty much something else to gather. We got 2-1. Lugo sets the target. And that's going to be a pop-up towards short. Lindor
makes the catch.
And it's a shortstop. He makes the catch.
So 1 run in the inning on
But a nice steal, guys, for Jake Hager.
2-1 ball game.
Well, guys, it's time to win or go home at this point. We've got a bottom of the 11th inning. It's D-backs 2, guys. Mets 1. And it's the finale at Citi Field. Game 3 of 3 right now. Going forward.
For the Diamondbacks.
And here comes the main guys. New pitcher for the D-backs will be Joe Multiply today. Bring his 5th game appearance with 2 strikeouts. His average with lefties is 333. Right-handers 111. It's not too savvy. And leading off for the Mets, guys, is 2-1 D-backs so far. The runner on at second. And it will be, guys, Louis Guillorme, 1 for 4. We're facing Zell Multiply. Zell sets the target. And that's going to be a strike on a curveball. And Guillorme would like to have that one back, too. He's thinking he would have a different order to handle. Looks about on at second. Zell sets the target, and that's going to be a ball and a strike. Let's see if one of the players can probably start mixing or start stirring. Multiply sets the target on the 1-1. And check swing, guys, another strike. Guillorme's starting to have a little bit of a rough time. Trying to get the ball he wants. At this point. That's why he's 1 for 4. Multiply, guys, sets the target, that's 2-2 now. 2 balls and 2 strikes. Waits for a little bit of a practice swing. There you go. 2-2 count, guys. Multiply sets the target. And that's a swing and a miss. Out number 1, guys, for the Mets. A strikeout for Zell Multiply. But if a man can probably swing at something, it may as well maybe be this man. His average drops to 259, guys. That's Pete Alonso. Right now, guys, Alonso is 0 for 4 as first baseman. Right on at second with 1 out. Multiply sets the target. And that would have been a ball, guys. That would have been a strategized ball. But that's almost lucky enough for it.
And now the lefty.
Multiply sets the target. The ball is low, guys. The runner will hold on to second for a minute. Anybody who's looking to stir something together. Multiply with a 1-1 count. And he almost had something, guys. Alonso would have had something to hit at. And that's a curveball at the bottom. That's 1 and 2 now. Alonso, Multiply sets the target. That's 2 balls and 2 strikes now.
It's 2-2.
This is not too hard to strategize for a minute. 2-2 count, guys. Multiply sets the target. And he does avoid the hit, guys. Thank goodness somebody did. 3-2, guys, is a full count. Zell sets the target. Here's the pitch. And he may want to have something back. That's a fly ball to center. And Vaderon will hold on to second.
And there are 2 outs.
And he will, to be honest. That's out number 2, guys. Alonso trying to get something better. And it's already 2 outs.
Mets down to their
I don't know what
final
JD Davis is going to do.
JD
He's 1 for 4 right
up
now.
for
He
the
has a single in the
Mets.
6th inning.
And there's no doubt that they'll feed off the
Right around the
energy
second,
from
guys,
this
with
crowd,
2 outs.
right?
It's
I
2
mean,
to
yeah,
1
I'd say the
D-backs right
intensity
now.
level has gone up a few notches for sure.
Zell sets the target. Here's the pitch. That's going to be a foul and a curveball. Davis thought he had this one, too. Marlins win 5-0, hosting the Phillies. Has a strike to work with. Zell sets the target. 2 strikes now on the sinker. Looks like Davis is not going to act up a whole lot, guys. Pretty much looking at 2 strikes already with the runner on at second. That's 1 and 2 at the bottom. Backstage news coming out of Tim. Alright. 1-2 counts, that's the target. And a hit by pitch, guys, to him. Davis is on board. Alright, guys, there could be a little bit of light. It's first and second with 2 outs. Padres up 2-0, hosting the Braves. Mets trying to get back to where they are with the Braves. And that ball is low. That's a strike. That is a strike on the board, guys. Got to be careful with that.
Job behind the plate there.
That's the important thing. You want your best hitter to do as best as he can. Sex swing with a strike's not going to get it done. And that's going to be 2 strikes now on the sinker. Talking McNeil would have won something better for the Saints. McNeil is 1 for 4, guys. Multiply sets the target. And that's it for the Mets. That's a D-backs take the rubber Mets. I mean, all the Mets did was only get a run scored, like they did in Game 2 last week. So the Mets haven't found a lot of that groove. So now the Mets guys drop to 8-7, depending what the Braves do, and the D-backs go to 7-8 now. I mean, the Mets only have 1 run in the 5th. D-backs only had 1 in the 4th. So it was a slow affair. But the only run for the Mets is only Star Marte. So the Mets guys dropped to 8-7, sadly. Lose the last 2 games. Would have had a different performance. Yeah, something different. But guys, before we get to the other teams, as we always do, you guys already recall, next stream after this morning will probably be, well, my partner has grocery shopping tonight after she gets off work, so she wants to have time with me for a couple hours tonight after that. So which means next stream will probably be after work tomorrow. I could do a double tap with Hot Sauce Golf, but if not, you have to see me back here tomorrow early evening after work, same time, same channel for probably probably a new episode of Yakuza Like a Dragon. That's always 1 to 2 days a week. So we'll probably jump back on that pretty much shortly. Hopefully tomorrow. But no live stream Tuesday, guys, after work. 11 a.m. My partner has a banquet to go to. I pretty much have bowling on Tuesday, so I'll keep you guys posted and info. But there will be a live stream tomorrow after today. Maybe a double tap with Hot Sauce Golf. If not, it will be back this next weekend. See what it results and surrounds. Alright, guys, time for some live scores. Let's start with the first one, guys. The Yankees beat the Orioles 7-2. And all 7 hits, guys, for the Yankees. Orioles got 6 hits. Yankees had 7. So the Yankees, guys, are now 11-6 with that victory, as they swagged the Sodas over the Orioles to 7-8. That loss. 2-2, 1-2, guys, for the Yanks. 1-1 for the Orioles. Remember, guys, I normally start with the road team, win or lose, and then we get to the home team. That's always obvious. So, guys, with that victory for the 11-6 Yankees today. Here we go, guys. Savidio had a double. Aaron Judge had a nice 2-1 home run. As the rest of the guys had 2 homers and 3 runs driven in. So Miguel had an RBI and sacrifice fly. Wasn't something normal. But a 7-8 losing Orioles today, guys. Down to 7-8 for the Orioles. Hayes, guys, had a double. Sander and Gurriel had a home run each and a run scored.
The Rays
So
launched 3 home runs
Kramer
as they
guys
beat
was
the
on
White
the
Sox on
mound.
the south side 6 to
The other
5.
pitchers
As
that
of
took
right
over
now,
for the
the White
7-8
Sox are in
Orioles is
second place in
Batista,
the AL Central,
Austin Voth,
while the
Baker, and
Rays
Lopez.
sit in second place
So
in the
Kramer guys
American League
with
East
that
Division.
loss as a
The
starter
Guardians
for the
totaled
7-8
11
Orioles
hits
today
as they defeated the
for the
visiting
weekends.
Giants
So that's
7
to
to
0-3.
3. Heading into the
Five
day, the
innings of
Guardians
work,
are in
2
third
strikeouts,
place
3
in the
walks,
AL
4 runs
Central,
earned, and 4
and the
hits.
Giants are in
With a
third place in the NL
not a
West.
good looking,
The
but not
Tigers
savvy
grabbed
enough,
13
with an
hits in the game
8.35
as they
run
stole a
average.
victory in extra innings over the Royals 6
Juan
to
Cortez
5.
Jr. guys
The
got
win
his
was
first
their
win,
fifth straight
along
as
with
a
King
team.
getting a second
Entering
save.
today's action, the Royals
Nice
sit
work
in
for him.
last place in the
So
American League
Cortez guys
Central
on
Division,
the replay,
while the
he's now
Tigers
1
are
win and 3
atop the
losses
division.
today. 6
Logan
strikeouts,
Gilbert
6
got
hits,
the
a
win in the
walk, and
game
2
and
runs
pitched into
earned,
the ninth inning,
7
not
innings of
allowing
work,
any
with
runs
an
as the Mariners
pretty
down
much
Houston
a
1-0.
better than
At the
decent
start of the day,
opportunity
the
of a
Mariners are atop the
2.76
American League West,
with a nice
and the
victory
Astros are
and
third
a
in the
nice effort.
division.
Well,
The
guys, the Nationals
Angels
beat
got
the
12
Pirates
hits in this
4-1
one as they grabbed the win over the
after
Rangers in
winning
Arlington
an
7 to
an
3.
extra inning with
As of
3
today,
runs.
the Rangers are
Well,
in
guys, the
fourth place in the AL
Nationals today
West,
had,
while the
with the victory, had
Angels are
10,
second in the
Pirates had
division.
7.
And that's
So
the
the
show.
Nationals
Thanks for
guys are
listening
now
in. I'll be
8-8 on
back
the
tomorrow
replay,
with more news and updates from around the
sending the
majors.
Pirates the go-to bags to 1-15 with that loss. So, guys, with that victory, Nationals are now 8 on the season replay today. Pirates are up to 1-15. So, for the Nationals, guys, Juan Soto took over for Thomas in the ninth. Zoe, I think it's Zell Strange Gordon. He batted for Robles today in the 10th. So Escobar had a double. Bell, Cruz, Hernandez, and Strange Gordon guys had a run scored. And also for our awesome community, Cruz had a sacrifice fly. Alex Thomas had a stolen base. For the 1-15 Pirates guys, for example, Hayes batted for Puck in the 8th. Sawinski batted for Perez in the 10th. Cruz and Vogelbach guys had a double. Wozniak had the only run. Marsick had a double play. Marsick also had a stolen base. So Strasburg was on the mound guys for the Nationals. Thompson for the 1-15 Pirates. So Thompson guys did not get the loss, but Stratton did. So Thompson only had 6 innings of work with 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 1 run earned. It's just giving up 5 hits. With a 3.04 average, pretty much minimum average of the ERA of 3.04. Also brought in Crow, Fletcher, Stratton, and Peters. Stratton got the second loss with a strikeout, with an 8.30 around average, 2 runs earned and 4 hits. So the Strasburg guys pretty much had a better performance for the 8-8 Nationals with that win. But Clay did get the first win for him, so that was nice to do it, doing extra innings. So the Pirates dropped to 1-15 guys, so has a lot of work to accomplish. But with that win, Nationals are now 8-8 on the season replay. Good for the Nationals. So as for guys had 8 strikeouts, a run, and 5 hits with a 2.55. Not 2 months of a run average, but looking all right. Clay is now 1-1 guys for 2 hits and a strikeout, and Areno saved number 6. Good way to do it. Blue Jays had a nice win, guys, over the Athletics today, 11-0. Blue Jays had 10 hits. Athletics guys only mastered 2 errors and 3 hits. It's not too much to ask for. So the Blue Jays guys with that win, 9-7. Athletics dropped to 5-12 by getting the ball in the gutter, with no pins looking on a spare or strike at this point. But it really is not too much to encourage. Alright guys, losing and dropping to 5-12 guys, it's the Athletics. Not much going on for sure. As you guys can see, Brown had a double play. Los Angeles and Lopes had an error. And for the 9-7, winning 11-0 today, it's the 9-7 Blue Jays. Had a nice effort. Well guys, Espanol had a 2-1 homer, Bigelow, Hernandez had a 3 RBI home run, and Sanson had a probably a grand slam for Jansen. So the 9-7 Blue Jays had a nice victory. Guys, Guzman was on the mound for the 9-7 Blue Jays, and Blackburn for the Athletics today. So Blackburn with that loss today. So that's a 1-1 as a starter. He gave up 3 strikeouts, 2 runs earned, 5 hits. Only 5 runs. Only 2 runs driven in though. 5 innings of work for 2.42 minimum average, to be honest. And Guzman, guys, had a nice performance. All 9 innings of work. Goes to 3-0. 3-0 in his first 3 starts. Nice work for Guzman. Gave up 7 strikeouts and 3 hits with a 2.51 good size average. So nice work for the Blue Jays. All right, guys, the Red Sox got the win today. They beat the Twins 2-1 at Fenway. As you guys can see today, for our awesome community, Red Sox had 8, Twins had 5 hits and an error. It's not too much to advance or go minimum. So the Red Sox get their fifth win, guys. Boston's now 5-10. Twins get both those to 7-8 with that loss so far. So not too much to add, but more to hang tough through. Sorry, guys. But other than that, not too bad going on between any 2 different teams with a win, or maybe like winning or losing and trying to always having your best performance and having your best offense and defense. So, guys, with that loss for the Twins, it's dropped to 7-8 on the replay, pretty much so far in the young season, pretty much teenage season. Byron Buxton had the only home run and RBI together. DeMarc, Araz, and Yosila had a double play, along with an error. With that victory, getting the 5th win for the 5-10 today for the White Sox. Forget about it on YouTube. I haven't seen a whole lot of episodes, maybe like 1, maybe not 2. Well, for the 5-10 Red Sox with that win, Poecki for our awesome community batted for Dalbeck in the 8th. Verdugo had a double. Poecki had a triple and a run scored with Verdugo, who had a touch base on 2. So Archer was on the mound for the 7-8 Twins, and for the Red Sox, Pavita. But Svedem got the win in hand. Pavita, guys, only had 7 innings of work. Not too bad, but far better than being below average. Had 7 innings of work, 5 strikeouts, 2 walks, a run earned, and 5 hits. With a neutral, or not much critical, with a 3.00 around average. Svedem with that win had a strikeout, and pretty much Jake Dykman had a nice save with 2 walks and a strikeout, with a pretty much a good fastened 168 around average. Because also had 6 and 1 innings for the 7-8 Twins with that loss, but Duffy took over, drops to 1-2 as a reliever. So also had 6 and 1 innings today, 5 hits, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, but no runs though, with 240 around average. So Duffy took the 1-2 loss for him. 3 hits, 2 walks, and 2 strikeouts in total. Well, guys, we're nearly halfway or minimum. Alright, guys, the Guardians went in their hometown in Cleveland, beat the Giants, where the Mets will be taking on soon, probably next weekend. As the Giants lose to the Guardians 7-3. 1-4, 1-1, and 3. So the Guardians, guys, with that win, had 11 hits. Giants had 6, only by 5 as a difference. So the Giants dropped to 8-8 on the replay. So it could be not much of a 7-8 with that win, winning by 4 runs. So good size for the Guardians, moving up to 7-8. So first off, guys, the road team, the Giants. Peterson had a double. Flores had a home run and 2 RBIs. Casale had a double play. For the 7-8 victory for the Guardians today in Cleveland, Reyes had a double play for our awesome community. Ramirez had a solo. Jimenez had a home run and 4 runs driven in. With Malley. Reyes had a sacrifice. Both Justin had 2 times having a double play grounded, and Milner had a double play. So Dan Plesac took on the mound, guys, for the 7-8 Guardians, and for the Giants, Rodon. So Rodon suffers his first loss. Pretty much for the A&A Giants, pretty much in this game we play overall. Let's double check something. Okay, we're pretty much up to a better discovery this time. So having a nice agreement. So guys, Rodon drops to 2-1. And pretty much he got a little more lousy. Only pitched for 3 and 1 innings today. 5 hits, 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 5 runs earned, with a little more above average to extra of a 5.23 around average. Looks like Cobb doing 2 strikeouts, 2 runs earned, and 6 hits. Now, Plesac, guys, moves up to 2-0 as a nice starter for the 7-8 Guardians. After winning by 4 runs today, Plesac has 6 hits, 5 hits, 3 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 runs earned. You have a average looking 270 around average. Sandlin had the third one, while Santos had his first 1/8. So it's kind of like John Cleese came in, or Dan Cleese. So the Guardians are now 7-8 guys with that win. Now the Giants are also 8-8. Well, the Mets will be hosting pretty soon, by next weekend. The Marlins beat the Phillies guys in a nice fashion, 5-0. Marlins had 12 hits and an error. Phillies had 5 hits and 1 error. Only 7 hits tell the difference. So the Marlins guys move up to 8-8, while the Phillies drop the ball, dropping to 6-9. So now what's going on for the Phillies? It's still a young season, with the first 15 or 16 games out of 162 between the planting and the gathering. Pretty much the other difference and other way to result and to go all in or go half and half. So guys, for the Phillies, Rowling had an error and Drew Stubbs had a stolen base. So the 8-8 Marlins guys with a nice blowout victory today. Chris Holm had a double with Cooper. Sanchez had a 2-run homer. Henry had 2 RBIs. While De La Cruz had a double play. Sanchez had an error. So Zach Eflin was on the mound for the 6-9 Phillies. And for the Marlins, I think Philip Lopez, or Jose Lopez at this point. So with that win, guys, for the 8-8 Marlins, Lopez is now 3-1 as a starter. Not too bad, but pretty much has a good average performance, all in one place. 5 hits, 7 strikeouts, guys, 2 walks, with a nice 84 around average. Not too much to give him, but only 5 hits too. It's like Alvin Guys drops his second loss. Only 5-1 innings for the 6-9 Phillies with that loss, losing 5-0 today. He only gave up 8 hits, 3 strikeouts together, a walk and 3 runs earned, with a 5.51 around average. Also brought in Bogdan, Falter, Nebel, and Maples. So Zach Eflin has a good-looking pitcher, but he suffers his second loss in his first 2 starts. For the 6-9 losing Phillies. Pretty much still an adult season. Okay. We're almost in there, guys. Well, for our monetized community. As long as we can keep it grouped up. The Rays beat the White Sox in a nice fashion, 6-5. Won by 1 sizzling run after 1 extra inning. So, good way to draw attention and drawing a nice picture. The Rays had 7 hits. White Sox had 7 hits and just one bad mistake. And that would be, guys, just 1 error. So the Rays move up to 9-7 with a nice extra inning victory. Good, nice. I mean, not an outstanding fan base though, coming out of the Chicago Stadium. It's the White Sox swaps and has its all-breaking 8-7 record of the season replayed today for the weekends. So guys, with that win, winning by 1, 6-5. For the Rays, guys, Langman batted for Walls in the 9th. Diaz had a solo, so he had 2 homers and 4 runs driven in. Ramirez had a hit by Pitts. Phillips had a sacrifice fly. Kiermaier and Franco had a sack. Franco had a stolen base, and Toy pretty much a costly stolen base. I mean, caught stealing. Well, guys, for the 8-7 White Sox, they had a good competitive game. Edison had 2 doubles and 2 runs. Vaughn had 2 doubles. Actually, Jimenez had a double with Vaughn. 2 RBIs for Vaughn and 1 for Abreu. Sacrifice fire for Vaughn, Anderson, and error, and Vaughn with stolen base. So Danny Cueto, guys, was on the mound for the 8-7 White Sox. Something only just 1 run today. And McClan was on the mound for the Rays. So Cueto had 5 innings of work, 4 strikeouts, 4 runs earned, and 4 hits and 2 walks with a not too much of a sizzling 4.26 around average. Also brought in Ruiz, Bummer, and Crick. Well, Bummer took the first loss for him over Cueto for the 8-7 White Sox. Only had 2 hits, 1 run earned, and a strikeout. Pretty much a good-looking average of 207. McFlanagan had 6-1 with the win for the 9-7 Rays today. 6-1 innings today altogether. Had a good minimum of strikeouts. He had 9. 3 walks, 3 runs earned, and 5 hits with a 5-0 run around average. Raleigh got the second save. Thompson got the win for McClanahan with a strikeout. Weiser was brought in with a walk and a strikeout. And Raleigh had a strikeout doing a second save. Not too bad. Tigers also won 6-5, guys, over the Royals and KC. Well, guys, 2-2, 1-1, 2-1-2. As you guys see, the Tigers, 13 hits, had an error. 9 hits and 1 error for the Royals. So the Tigers have been winning pretty much a bunch already on this baseball replay of MLB 22, 2 episodes of every weekend. So the Tigers are now 12-5. So they make them look tough, not make it look easy, to be honest. While the Royals are now dropping to 5-11. So good start for the 12-5 Tigers for the weekends. Also having some nice players and trying to do the best they can to get the good shots moving. Good shots, good hits, get momentum moving. All right, Meadows, guys, pinch-hitted for Johnson Scope in the 9th. Baez ran for Castro in the 9th as a pinch runner. So for the Tigers, Grossman had a double with Castro. Badu had a triple. Miguel Cabrera, nice 2-1 homer. Grossman and Castro had a stolen base. Whereas Miguel and Jim Barnhart, to be honest, had caught stealing. For the 5-11 Royals today in KC, Wet Jr. ran for Bernardini in the 10th. Lopez, Isbell, Mondesi, Rivera, and Santana had an RBI each. Lopez, Mondesi had a sacrifice. Santana and Bernardini altogether had a double play. And Santana had an error. Lopez stolen base, as always. So again, Greinke, guys, was on the mound for the slouching, below average 5-11 Royals. And Rodriguez for the Tigers. So Zach Greinke, he had an alright performance. Pitched for 5 and 2 innings. 3 strikeouts, 4 runs earned, 8 hits. With a 4.69 around average. It's not too much to get wrapped. Also brought in Garrett, Stelman, Payaps. Barlow got the loss with 2 hits, 2 strikeouts, and a walk, and a run earned. So he got his first loss, along with not along with Clark. So Rodriguez was responsible for that win for the 12-5 Tigers. But he tried to do his best to get the job done together. So Rodriguez had 5 and 2 innings, 7 strikeouts. Pretty much good. 3 walks, 3 runs earned, and 8 hits. With a sizzling, steaming 324 around average. Also brought in Alexander, Jimenez. Soto got his second win as a reliever. And Southland with save number 6. So the 12-5 Tigers are looking pretty good on the replay. Good way to finalize it and have a good deal. Well, guys, the Brewers upset the Cardinals again, 7-2, 1-1, 2-1-4. So with that win, guys, the Brewers had 11 hits and an error. Cardinals had 4 hits. So the Cardinals dropped to 11-4 after winning the last couple games previously, but pretty much lost the last 2 games. Pretty much 2 out of 3. But pretty much 2 out of 5, rather. So the Cardinals dropped to 11-4. Brewers, with that win by 5 runs on a Sunday morning for baseball, normally. And it's now 8-9. And pretty much a good way to upset a team I mean, if you have a pretty good winning loss record, pretty much having fewer losses and more wins, hopefully, I mean, the team should have an upset, maybe like this couple games, like a little more further. But winning is winning. By winning, not winning an inch or a mile, but winning is winning. If you have a good, best team that you have and a nice managing offense and defense, you can have runs, get the outs you need, and go ahead to have extra stuff built. Actually building in too. Alright guys, for the Cardinals, the only 2 runs that the team had was Harrison Bader and Yadier Molina, 2 home runs each. One 8 was Yadier Molina is one of the best of all time as a catcher. For the 8-9 Brewers today, that win. Former Pirate Andrew McCutcheon had a double with Urias and Renfroe. Colin Wong had a solo. Renfroe had a 3-1 homer, along with Adames. Adames had an error. So, Chris Matz was on the mound for the 11-4 Cardinals. And for the Brewers, Brandon Woodruff. So Matz drops to his second, pretty much loses in his second start on the replay for the weekends. Drops to 0-2 as a starter. 6 strikeouts, a walk, 6 runs earned, 8 hits, only 4 1 innings of work, with a little more under average of 5.19. Also brought in Hudson. Woodruff is now 2-1 as a starter. Giving the Brewers the win, climbing up to 8-9 of the season. Good work for the Brewers. Woodruff has 6 innings of work, 6 strikeouts, a walk, 2 runs earned, and not 2 months of 4 hits, with pretty much a extra start of 328 around average. God took over with a strikeout, and Suter had a strikeout. Just 1 inning of work. God had 2. Not too bad. Alright, the Angels won guys 7-3 over the Rangers. 1-1-1-4, 1-1-1. So the Angels guys had 12 hits and an error, winning by 4 runs in a nice position. And the Rangers had 8 hits. So a 10th win for the Angels moves up to 10-6, while the Rangers flunk in high school drops 6-10. But only 4 runs tell the difference altogether for our awesome monetized community. Alright guys, with that win, let me ask my right ear for a minute. A little bit itchy. There we go. Alright guys, for the Angels, Adele had a triple. Wells had a 2-run homer. Ado had 4 RBIs with that home run. Nice work. Mayfield had an RBI and a hit by Pitts. Anthony Rendon had a sacrifice. Morris double play. Mayfield error. Morris stolen base. And with that loss, guys, for the 6-10 Rangers in Texas, Lowe had a double. Roller Bangers had a triple. Miller had a 2-run homer. Lowe had a double play with Cole Calhoun. So, guys, they had the cover boy, Sonny Otani. It's on the mound for the 10-6 Angels, and Dunning for the Rangers. With that loss, guys, for the 6-10, makes the Rangers 6-10 of the replay. So Dunning drops to 1-3 as a starter. Pretty much this pretty much told the entire story. He gave up 2 strikeouts, 3 walks, 6 runs earned, and the hits pretty much made the maximum terrible result for the 6-10 Rangers for that loss, 10th loss of the season. Went 4-2 innings of work with a 540 around average. Also brought in Richards and Buss. But the cover boy guy, Sonny Otani, pretty much he can do anything he wants by pitching and also hitting. So he's a cover boy. Pretty much good, decisive performance. Pretty much energized and having a spark of a lightning bolt, if we want to name it. But Otani, guys, is now perfect for his first 3 starts, 3-0. 7 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 3 runs earned, with a 257 around average. And Suarez had 2 strikeouts and a hit. Not too bad for having a 10th win for the Angels to energize. Pretty much more than the other. Alright, guys, Cubs had a good rubber match today, beating the Rockies 8-6. 3-3-1. Actually, 1-3-3-1. 2-2-2. The Cubs had 13 hits. Rockies had 8 hits and 1 error. 5 total difference. So the Cubs also get the 10th win on the replay. Cubs are now 10-5 on the replay today for the weekends. Every Saturdays and Sundays for baseball. New episodes. Well, the Rockies tripped and fell forward, dropping to 6-9. Only by 2 runs that made the difference. 5 hits in between. So, guys, Cubs are now 10-5 with that win today of the season replay for baseball every Saturdays and Sundays. For the Cubs, guys, Villa had a double with Simmons. Villa had a home run and I think a grand slam or something. Probably not. Swindle had a 3-1 homer with an RBI for Simmons. Wisdom had a sacrifice. Some base between 4 good players. Villa, Contreras, Hayward, and Simmons. For the 6-9 Rockies, Grisek had a double. Iglesias had a triple. Cron had a 2-run homer. McMahon had sacrifice. Error for Cron. Caught stealing and also a stolen base, guys, for Chris Bryant. Not too much to offer. So, guys, Mills was on the mound today as a starter for the 10-5 Cubs. And for the Rockies, Keith Freeland or Jose. So Freeland, guys, swaps his first 2 starts with an 0-2 as a starter for the 6-9 Rockies. He only obtained 2 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 runs earned, and 7 hits, dropping the year-round average to .574. Only 5 innings of work. Black and Sotson took over. With that loss for the 6-9 Rockies. Mills is now 2-0 as a starter. Good way to do it for the 10-5 Cubbies today. As a road team or home team. So, well, guys, with that win, had 7 hits, 5 hits, 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 4 runs earned. 7 innings of work, not too bad. With a 4 run average, guys, of .482. Gibbons took over with 2 hits, 1 no strikeouts, a walk, and 2 runs earned. Newcomb took over, and Martin with save number 7. Well, giving up 1 hit, though. But nice win for the Cubs, moving up to 10-5. Rockies dropped to 6-9. We're almost there, guys. The Mariners won a perfect game, 1-0 over the Astros in Seattle. Marlins managed to only get 5 hits and an error, and the Astros was just trying to figure out what was going on together. Only had 8 hits and an error by 3. So the Mariners have a good hot hand, pretty much remain neutral and normal, as the Mariners are now having an impressive record of 12-4, while cruising and butt-heading the Astros to 7-8 with that loss. So the Mariners are a pretty good-sized team. They're 12-4 this season on the replay for baseball every Saturdays and Sundays. So the Mariners have a pretty good team. So, guys, for the Astros, Myers ran for Brantley, McCormick ran for Alvarez, and Nico Goodwin ran for Berkman. So Berkman, guys, was responsible for the double and the triple. Sack for Pena, double player for Siri and Tucker, and an error for Tucker. For the 12-4 Mariners, guys, having a good season with their players. Crawford had a run. Double play for Murphy, Upton, error, Crawford caught stealing. So Gilbert, guys, was a starting pitcher for the 12-4 Seattle Mariners. They're having a good 16-game season so far. Urquidy for the Astros. With that loss for the 7-8 Astros, Urquidy drops to 1-2 as a massive starter. Good regular starter, to be honest. Drops to 1-2. He gave up 2 strikeouts, a walk, a run, and 5 hits. 7 innings of work with a .426 runs average. Gilbert with a nice win for the 12-4 Mariners. Now 2-0 as a good starter. He gave up a little bit too much of hits, but strikeouts probably did the work and pretty much the ground balls. 5 strikeouts, a walk, and 8 hits with a .260 runs average. And Seward with the save. Save number 8 for him. Nice work for the 12 and 4 Mariners. A walk and a strikeout, and only 0-2 innings. That was also good and have a nice advantage. Alright guys, the Dodgers beat the Reds today, 4-3. Pretty much a good run contest. 3-1-2-1. Not too bad. The Dodgers had 7 hits, guys. The Red Machine, the Cincinnati Reds, had 3. Pretty much good enough to pronounce it. So the Dodgers also get the 10th win. Dodgers are now 10-6, but the Reds are breaking. They're not having a costume to fit in. Drops to 6-10. 1-1. If you're looking at a 1-run in between the two, I would say it's nowhere fantastic, but a good-looking contest between two good baseball teams like these two, like the Reds and the Dodgers, pretty much in Dodger Stadium. So guys, with that loss for the Reds, drops to 6-10, 10th loss of the season, only on the replay of a young to an adult season. So guys, for the Red Machine, Mike Moustakas had a solo. Alderman Jr. had a 2-run homer. Stevenson caught stealing and a hit by Pitts together. For a 10-6 Dodgers team today, that nice win. Turner batted for McKinstry in the 9th. McKinstry had a double. Freddie Freeman had a nice 3-run homer. Solo for Alberto. Bellinger had a stolen base and a hit by Pitts. Not too bad. So guys, Clayton Kershaw, one of the best pitchers of all time, just like Justin Verlander. I know Albert Pujols took over as reliever for the Cardinals, so he was having fun with hosting a baseball team. I think it was either the White Sox, the Padres, the White Sox, whatever. Clayton Kershaw was on the mound for the 10-6 Dodgers, and for the Reds, Costello. So Clayton Kershaw had 7 innings of work, had a good performance, before he tossed it to A.J. Haney. 9 strikeouts for Kershaw, a walk, 3 runs earned, 3 hits, with a 2.76 run average. Well, Haney took the win. Nice for Haney to get the victory for the 10-6 Dodgers. But he did have a strikeout, 2 innings of work with a good 2.18 average. Castillo, guys, did not get the loss. It was Sims. He had 6 2 innings, 5 strikeouts, 3 walks, 3 runs earned, and 6 hits of a 2.66 run average. Delwell took over, and then Sims, with that loss, had a strikeout, walk, a run, and a hit. 2.70 average altogether. Well, guys, last one. Padres beat the Braves 6-2. Now, what's if the Mets would have won this morning, when it comes to a couple extra innings, probably would have decreased the Braves' games back, to be honest. That would have been better, been like better than decent. But the Padres beat the Braves, guys, 6-2. 2-2-2-1-1. Pretty much in a result. So the Padres, guys, had 8 hits. Braves had 7. So with that win, guys, for the Padres, gets them going to 9-8. While the Braves dropped to 11-6. I would jump at Sassian just a little bit as soon as I wrap things up this morning. Because baseball is always every 2 hours, and Saturdays and Sundays. Seeing how I manage a team, hosting a team on, I used to manage 2 teams, but I manage 1 team, involving any baseball game I do, only doing franchise for the weekends, pretty much on a good console. But yeah, the Braves dropped to 11-6, by the way. So the Mets would have had entirely a good enough time to still catch up at this point. So guys, the Braves are now 11-6 with that loss, still in first place. But my Mets can still do something. My Mets are now 8-7. So guys, for the Braves, Ford had a 2-run homer. Swanson had a hit by Pitts and a double play. Herrera had a stolen base. And for the win, guys, by 4 runs for the 9-8 San Diego Padres today. Cronenworth had a double with Eric Hosmer and Myers. Spencer Porfire had a solo with Vaughn and a 2 RBI home run for Mazzara. sack for Myers, a double play for Kim. So guys, Mania was on the mound today. Good starter for the 9-8 Padres, and for the Braves, right. Mania, guys, with that win, has 2 wins and 2 losses as a starter for the 9-8 Padres. He had 6 innings of work today, 6 hits, 6 strikeouts, 3 walks, 2 runs earned. Average moves up a little bit to 605. Well, Lamont took over, 2 strikeouts, and Garcia with a nice save, a hit, and a strikeout. Right, guys, Swamp gets first loss for the 11-6 Braves now. So that's a 2-1. And 4 2 innings with sizable 6 strikeouts, 2 walks, 5 runs earned, 5 hits, with a 418 run average, while Tucson took the backup. So the Mets almost would have had something better. So guys, Mets won 1 out of 3 from the D-backs. The Mets now have a 4-game, the Giants have a long trip. So baseball will be back next Saturdays and Sundays, as the Mets are looking to recover after a 2-loss split, the D-backs losing 3-1 last weekend, and then this morning, 2-1. As there will be a 4-game series between the Mets hosting the Giants, who've got Max Scherzer, and pretty much in a good matchup. Max Scherzer versus Logan Webb, Chris Bassett versus Alex Wood, Anthony DeSclafani versus Carlos Carrasco, and Jacob Zunis versus Tyron McGill. So after the Mets are done with the 4 games with the Giants, Mets will be packing their bags at the D-backs in Arizona, and then at the St. Louis Cardinals. So the Mets are now still 2 games back. Okay, guys, that's going to be a wrap for me this morning. Next stream, maybe later on today, for another episode of Hot Sauce Golf. If not, I will be back tomorrow after work, same time, same channel, for a new episode of Yakuza Like a Dragon. So I'm going to take some time on Yakuza tomorrow. But you guys will not see me live stream Tuesday, prior to bowling, and it usually does not come late or early, normal, or later. But my opponent has a dinner banquet on Tuesday with pretty much with a job reference. Not sure when or what time she's coming back, rather. But yeah, guys, we'll see how things work out. I mean, it's not the end; it's a different beginning. But yeah, guys, my factory work's been doing pretty good. I'm still doing foam, doing plenty of foam, a little bit of sweating, doing plenty of manufacturing. Manufacturing is good. Doing that black stuff inside of a factory. So I do go back to work tomorrow in the morning. I probably should have it set tomorrow, once my opponent has basketball. So you guys will have Yakuza tomorrow, and then maybe a live stream Tuesday, but probably not. It all depends if I still want to get a live chat going. If I do, you guys will have 95 minutes plus for The Last of Us Part 1, along with this Wednesday. As I said, every game I do, every Tuesday and Wednesday, is for our awesome monetized community. That game gets that advantage. Every Tuesday and Wednesdays. 95 minutes plus, guys. No rust, no tantrum, but more to pretty much live a type being. And also much more to cooperate. But alright, guys, that's going to do it for me this morning. If you guys want to catch more baseball every Saturdays and Sundays, you guys are welcome to hit that like button, support button, and comment. As always, love, support, and respect is the key. Stay positive, loyal, and knowledge is power. And that's how we meet new community members through Friends Guys 1v1. Zach Dawson is an awesome, colorful, creative, popular name from 1912 to me. Zach Dawson, 1912 to 2022. Anytime we manage to meet new creators, new Friends Guys, community members, and friends of the community. And one best place, and that's YouTube, exactly. All we got to do is share, tweet, and follow on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, and Reddit, and so much more. Never give up, never surrender, guys. Never say never. I still welcome super chats. You guys want to continue to watch the ads, which is usually not normal to anything towards society or anything else to begin, but I always welcome super chats. So I welcome super chats, stickers, and super thanks. Anytime you want to drop any, I'm fine with that. But if you guys have an account on Twitter, you guys can share me out, tweet, and follow. Just remember every time, guys, the 3 words: follow, share, and tweet. To me, guys, Zach Dawson, 824-656-00. Over 6 years for me on YouTube, over 4 years on Twitter, the best popular name of all time, and 1939 for my love and I. That's the best way to organize right there. It really is and always will be. But all you guys gotta do is inform me your name, your numbers, and how long you've been active on Twitter. And then all we gotta do, guys, is share, tweet, and follow. Not too much to sort out, but keep it much more in good place. One awesome group, one popular creator. If you have an account on Instagram, stop by Kevin, guys, Friday through Mondays. Over 5 years for him on YouTube. He's awesome, loving, caring, and supportive. I've been with Kevin, I think, almost 3 years. I mean, pretty much nearly 3 years now. Pretty much almost in that point. He's an awesome guy. He's fun. Having popularity. Like, if you guys ever want likes, support, comments, views, popularity, watch hours, to help you guys get monetized, Kevin can try to do that with you guys. So he's awesome, colorful. Love this guy. We have an awesome community. One of our 370 mods and our followers. And he always knows what he has to do. What he wants to do. We have each other, guys, on Twitter, Facebook, YouTube, Instagram, and Reddit. Subtraction and monetizing no more than our apps, minus TikTok and Snapchat. So you're welcome to check out Kevin, guys, Friday through Mondays, running egg almost 24/7, and Sorty, Monday through Saturdays. Now, guys, next stream, if I stream later on this afternoon, you guys will have another episode of Hot Sauce Golf. To be honest, it's always a backup. Every Saturdays and Sundays as a backup for the weekends. But if I don't do Hot Sauce Golf, I'll be back tomorrow after work for Yakuza Like a Dragon. We're gonna see where we're at when we get episode 2 going tomorrow. So that game is always an hour 25 to an hour and a half every 1 day to 2 days a week altogether. So we'll have that going tomorrow. Maybe not a live stream on Tuesday if I do bowling or not, because my opponent has a banquet around 5:30 on Tuesday night with her job for supper. But I'll keep you guys infoed and posted if anything comes up. But the most very important thing, drop any super chats anytime you want. Stickers, chats, or thanks. Monetization is always open. So you're welcome to jump right into it. Anytime you want, and as always. So guys, the most normal important thing is we watch videos in full. That's a like, support, comment, share, tweet, and follow me, guys, Zach Dawson. Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, Reddit, and also on YouTube. And you guys can vote Alan at 38, Greta Solomon at 14. You guys have a wonderful, cold Sunday morning. As long as everybody is warm, loving, caring, and supportive, by keeping it at a normal basis, keeping it normal and sized, and doing as much as you can probably do. So, like I said, if I don't stream later on today for another episode of Hot Sauce Golf will be back next Saturdays and Sundays. And then you guys will see me back here tomorrow after work, same time, same channel for the second episode of Yakuza Like a Dragon. With my opponent has basketball tomorrow night, so her and I are maybe looking to get back to where we're at tonight. As soon as she whatever time she gets back with grocery shopping. So she has that one going on tonight, and then we'll see what happens after that. But you guys have a wonderful morning. As always, be good to one another, be kind, and love one another. Zach Dawson is an awesome popular name, guys, from 1912 to always this year, 2022. Never give up, never surrender. Keep focused, keep your head up, and stay motivated. I'll see you guys tomorrow, guys. Same time, same channel. For Yakuza Like a Dragon. Maybe Hot Sauce Golf later on. Not so. We'll keep you guys infoed and posted. But have a good weekend, guys. And until then, stay awesome. Keep smiling, stay funny, and stay creative. That's all we gotta do. You guys have a good morning.